Okay, welcome everyone to session 18 of the dreaded Isles of Pandakorr. Quick recap from last session. You guys spent about a week or so in town, resting up, getting new gear, getting the items that you were awarded from the academy, making contacts. You know, just kind of just like getting things back in order. And then to pretty much wrap up the week, you guys decided to all take your chances in the pit and have a non-lethal battle organized, on short notice. You guys were in the pits and everything was all normal until there was a strange shift where you all wound up, in ankle to mid-calf deep water, in that whole Standing Stones area that you're all familiar with from the dream. While in that state, you had all dealt with an earth elemental of some sort, and you guys pretty much made short work of it. It got a couple of nice hits in on Alcaeus. But for the most part, between the three of you, it really didn't provide too much of a challenge. And as you guys were picking it apart, this thing was screaming out in an unknown language. And the final shot was an arrow that it took to the face. Once that happened, it all crumbled to the ground, and the arena shifted back to, the sandy pit that you had entered originally. And the crowd, was just cheering and roaring on and things like that. And you notice relatively quickly that what seems more like cheers, that were rooting you on, they actually sound more like boos. And I guess like as the adrenaline quickly wears off, you're staring around and looking at like a really perturbed crowd. As that happens, one of the gates in the pit opens up, clink, 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 clink. And this, like a dwarven male comes running out, dressed in robes. Face isn't covered, heavily tattooed though, wearing like a turban. He comes running out, and he goes just running out to the middle of the field where all the crumbled rocks of this elemental lie scattered about. And, he just starts screaming, "You weren't supposed to do this. This was a non-lethal battle. Why did you kill it?" And it's not supposed to sound like that, but that's what came out. And and he's there, and his hand is picking up the little rocks, of this creature that was once standing in. What are you all doing?
Popping my shoulder back into place.
Oh no.
What did you say, Tyler?
Instead of popping my shield arm shoulder back into place, cause ow, I'm hurt.
So he's there furious, going through these rocks and stuff that are on the ground. You guys doing anything in particular as the crowd roars on?
I feel like we misunderstood the rules here. Saying more to our...
Apparently.
I think we were more looking for low chance of death, not necessarily that we were going to have to hold our punches back. Or didn't realize that if it was a beast. I wonder if this is this might cause some problems for us.
I don't know.
We might be leaving.
This is not good, though. This is not what we agreed on. And then, all right, Regis, you're actually there in the hallway right behind the gates, and you can see a couple of other healer types come running out to the field.
Yeah, I mean, I'll follow him out since it's been my deal.
Okay. And a couple of them start kind of looking through the rocks on the ground, and they're consoling the guy, and the person, human female comes up to Alcaeus. I can take care of those for you.
Oh, please do.
Yes, no problem. I think you're in trouble, though. She does like a little quick incantation. And you feel a little bit better. You heal 18 points. That's a pretty good roll.
I feel that. This is a pretty good roll. +6, holy crap. Look at that.
Did you feel like it was Alcaeus, did you feel like it was holding back its punches?
No, not at all. I mean, but I don't know if it would have continued to attack me if I would have fallen. I don't know, can't you just, like, revive it or something?
It's not from here. It's not how it works, the magics. I had the plan of binding and you destroyed it.
Oh, we're so sorry. We misunderstood.
Yeah, you're sorry, alright. We'll have the High Priestess. That's good. We'll have the High Priestess take care of this. Lady Witherer. So he just kind of like grabs a couple of rocks and like cradles them in his arms and like kind of like angrily like walks off the out of the pit area into where the gate was.
I'm kind of like looking around trying to find where, like, if Jakob's still like out in the crowd, because I know he was watching.
What are the exits?
Let me get. There's only one exit that's open right now. The gate that's let's say on the north side of the pit, where that dwarven guy just left and the healers and stuff came through. Let me get a perception check with advantage from Fomher, please.
The random plus number has changed.
It didn't roll.
No.
It didn't roll?
What's that?
It didn't roll. It just did a flat 2? Oh, no, it did roll.
It rolled, but it also instead of now it's saying I have guidance, which is what?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah, the +2 is a non-factor, obviously, as has been, but it's weird that the number has changed. But 22 obviously is the right number. I'm trying to see if I'm still looking to see where the sheet has that guidance on me. I don't understand.
I'm not sure why that's there, but all right. So for Jeremiah, sorry, I might call you Jeremy by accident because we have another player Jeremy, so I apologize ahead of time. I'll get it right though.
It happens.
Okay, let's see. For your first question, the answer is yes.
I mean, it answers the second question too.
Yes,
I just wanted to make sure I was understanding since I wasn't actually here. So okay.
Yeah. All right, and Fomher, you can see Jakob in the crowd, and he's arguing with another robed individual, shorter stature, probably a dwarf.
Okay. Well, I feel like Jakob might be arguing our case, but I feel like we need to figure out, for one, I don't even know if I get my winnings at this point. If we broke rules, I don't know if I get winnings. Or if I've just lost that.
You might be on a right to forfeit the winnings to the owner of that creature.
I mean, the creature didn't win either, but,
but
it might be a wash.
If we are considered cheating, then
I don't think I counted as cheating as much as just overstepped it. But
breaking the rules, cheating, however you want to word it, we're in the wrong. There's only one way to make it right.
Personally, I think the rules weren't explained properly. I don't think we were. I was not under the impression it was actually like, oh, just knock them unconscious. Unless we were facing like another group of fighters. The thing didn't exactly seem like it was coming without the intent of killing.
All right, now just real quick, out of game. Do you guys remember me explaining how non-lethal works and how you can't do it with a ranged weapon?
Right.
Okay.
Mm. Oh.
Out of game, I honestly did not realize that it was going for a non-lethal match. Like, don't kill the thing you're fighting. I thought it was low chance of lethality for our part.
Oh,
Not
okay. All right. I can
that was my
understand.
understanding.
Sure, that's cool. I mean, you
So
didn't do the kill steal, so it's all good.
Yeah, but I'm the one that put 75
Okay, I
platinum
formally.
on the match.
Yes, you did.
I step down. Goodbye. Farewell.
All right. So all right. So Fomher, you quickly look around. You know, you see Jakob up there. There's a couple of healers on there. Does anybody else need healing? I don't think anybody else took damage.
No.
Right?
No, it's just
Okay.
me.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the healers, they'll just kind of come around. I guess all right, so another one will offer a healing spell as well then.
My new character is a scorpion.
Yes.
Oh, nice. All right, 12 points. You get
Oh,
healed
no.
again. For Alcaeus, another one comes by, you know. And then, yeah, and then, you know, the healers for them, you know, most of them start going back inside. You know, probably prepping for the next battle or whatever. But, yeah, so you could see, you know, Fomher, you could see, you know, Jakob up there arguing, and you could see he's like kind of gesturing to the field. You know, he's very animated with his hands. You know, and this other dwarf is, you know, like pointing the finger, and, you know, whatever. So, and now the crowd is starting to throw stuff into the pit.
Oh, good. Any meat?
No
Chili.
meats,
You're like
mainly
screaming out.
mainly veggies. You know, there might be some fried scorpion carapaces or shells, you know, that get thrown in there. So what are you guys doing?
We're just
trying
gonna head
to
out
not
the
stay
exit.
in the pit.
Okay.
out.
Getting out of the
Okay.
pit as quickly.
All right. So Landon, you wanna leave through the north exit?
Duh.
Yeah. that was
Shuffling, kind
Okay.
of business walking. Just like, oh, we're totally not rushing out of here.
All right. Fomher, you're following.
cool. Yeah, just and not running or anything, just with a purpose.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Same.
bring up the rear. Yeah, bring up the rear.
All right. Regis, what are you doing?
Well, as I see them start going, I'm gonna approach Alcaeus and see if he still needs healing. So,
All
sir, are you still hurt?
Do a quick description of what we see, please.
Yeah, so kind of not rushing up, but kind of quickly walking up to you. You see a halfling. He's about 3 foot tall and he's slender, like most halflings. His long black hair, but a clean-shaven face, kind of pale eyes. Yeah, I have a travel cloak and a holy symbol to Kimball hanging around my neck, and carrying a shield. And other than that, just some basic chain shirt and leathers for clothing.
What okay,
So I'll just walk up and ask if you're still hurt.
All right, which holy symbol did you go
Oh,
with?
I'm okay for now.
Oops.
I don't expect any fights in the future, but thank you for the offer.
What happened? I had, in the middle of your battle, there was some kind of, I don't know, something weird happened that I experienced in the middle of your battle.
Weird. How?
I don't know, it was like some kind of vision. I don't know, it was a weird experience. One second I'm just watching you fight, and the next I'm experiencing some kind of vision. Did you not experience it as well?
I don't know. Was that a vision? DM?
I mean, something definitely, you know, something happened where that shift took place. You don't know if it was something, you know. Actually, you know what? As you think about it, you notice that your feet are wet.
Oh.
Are we all hearing this, or just Alcaeus hearing Regis ask this?
What's your passive for both of you?
Oh God.
You got
14.
You got a 14? Okay, yeah, Landon, you don't hear it. You know, Fomher, you can kind of hear it. It's hard because of all the background noise. But you know, you notice Alcaeus is definitely speaking with somebody.
But I couldn't catch what was being said.
No.
Okay. I guess just keep making my way towards the exit left.
Okay.
I mean, if that was a vision, then yes, I just thought maybe it was a feature of the Colosseum. Who knows what kind of magic mumbo-jumbo people have around here. But if that's the case, maybe you should come. We should meet up maybe later. Maybe we can talk about what you've seen. Maybe we've had similar experiences.
Might have affected your battle there, too. It seems like you're kind of in trouble.
Me? In trouble? No, I've already died once. Can I think it's possible to die a second time?
I assure you it is.
We'll try to get stuff sorted out here. Do you know the Magic Carpet Inn? You familiar? Tavern area?
DM?
I sent you the PM. Did you get the PM of what you were doing before?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a big city, right? I didn't know if I knew of a specific inn.
Oh, yeah, you
So, yeah.
actually, you're staying there. Yeah, it was in there.
Okay. Yeah, I actually have a room there.
Oh, well, that seems oddly coincidental. We'll meet you there after we get everything settled here, and maybe we can talk about some stuff.
All right, sounds good. If you need somebody that wasn't in the battle to vouch for whatever just happened, you just let them know. I've been working here as a healer for a little bit, so
We might need that extra person.
but I'll see you at the inn.
Alright. I'll go catch up to Fomher and Leicester.
Okay. All right. Regis and Alcaeus, you notice that Regis's armor, it's starting to get like rusted. You know, it's pitting up decently. You know, and the shield or whatever also. And your weapon, if it's metal, it's also showing signs of rust.
I'll just point at my jade and say, you should get a set of this, trust me.
Apparently, we'll need to look into that. As I'm looking at my armor, is it just unusable now?
No. It's still functioning. You know, it's just you know, I mean, are you a smith or anything? Do you have proficiency with that?
No, I just.
I mean, it's
did
still
it
on there.
happen?
It's good.
Okay.
It's fine.
Has it been like a slow progression since I've been on the island though, or did it just
Yes.
happen when I entered? Okay.
Yeah. Slow progression over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, okay, as you go running to catch up to the group, Fomher and Leicester, you know, you're walking through this tunnel. Regis would be the last one out there. So, I guess, are you going to go in also?
Yeah, I mean, I would go towards where the
Okay.
healers were since I wasn't invited with them. But
Okay.
I would just say that I would find whoever's kind of like in charge and just explain that something weird happened in the battle.
Okay. Well, yeah. So as you all start going in, you notice, you know, there's a crowd that's starting to gather inside this tunnel, and it sounds very heated. You know, I want to be compensated. This is not what we agreed on. I've been with the arena for a long time. You know, and then it's like, relax. We'll take care of this. We'll get it all sorted out, and you know, stuff like that. And then you could hear, you know, Jakob's voice kind of like coming through the crowd. He's like, hold on. I know these people. They are good people. We can figure this out. You know, stuff like that. So, all right, so everybody's kind of like gathered in this like little crowd now. It's probably 15, 20 people, you know, including you all. And it's kind of like a little shouting match going on, this, that, and the other thing. And then eventually, you know, there's a woman who's kind of like wrapped up like a mummy, you know, except for her face, and she's wearing like these vestments over it. You know, she has a staff that, you know, has like a mummified fist on the top in a like a clenched fist. And then she's like slams her staff on the ground. She's like, enough! We will figure this all out. Stop the yelling. Nothing will get resolved this way. You know, and then she approaches, you know, the group. And, what happened? Why did you shoot it? She's talking to you three.
I'm looking at Leicester.
I think that So I think there's been a.
Meister
I think there's been a. I think it's the whole point
nervously
of
looking
this.
around for baby.
I think there's been a bit of a some sort of miscommunication, misunderstanding that when we signed up for this, I believe what we originally thought, for one, didn't realize we were going to be shifted into some weird, wet pit of an arena. I don't know how you all pulled that
What
off.
are you even talking about? You're rambling.
Is there somewhere that we could talk that we don't have a bunch of people shouting in my ear,
Well,
and that I'm not trying to yell over top of them?
I have control of the situation right now, so feel free to speak.
When we started the battle, we were teleported to a strange place and fighting a large beast that was going after that nearly killed one of our people.
There was
Didn't
no
see-
shifting of any place. Maybe the
Well-
heat is getting to you.
Wait.
And
Maybe I
oh,
need
hold on, wait,
Regis
real
faster.
quick. Leicester, would you want baby to be with Jakob? Yeah. No.
Yeah, baby was with the Jakob.
Okay. All right. So then, yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. So, yeah.
Yes.
As Jakob comes up, baby will drop down to the ground and run to you, or stay there. Your choice. Whatever you want. He's not far from you. He's like.
Oh yeah, Leicester will 100% be like looking for baby and be like low-key whistling for her.
Okay. Yeah.
Needs
Panicking.
the safety raccoon.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So she'll quickly hop out of Jakob's arms and run through the crowd to you. All right, Tyler. What were you saying?
I was going to say that I might need the little halfling sooner, so I'm just going to start looking through like crowd, hoping that they're still here.
Yeah, he's there. He's
Okay.
there somewhere in the crowd.
Yeah, I'll just call out little halfling. Sorry I didn't get your name. That was rude of me. Could you come vouch for us sooner than later?
Certainly. It's Regis, by the way.
Oh, yes, I'm Alcaeus of the Sunfields. I won't go through the rest of my titles. That's a little pomp and circumstance for this.
What does Regis have to do with anything? He works here at the pits.
Exactly, and he could corroborate her story.
Yes, madam. Unfortunately, something odd. I don't really know how to describe it, but something happened during the battle. There was water everywhere. As you can see, their feet are wet.
She'll actually, you know what? Let me get a persuasion check from you, with advantage. First roll of the night. Oh, second roll of the night.
First real roll.
Okay. She actually pauses for a second and looks at you like you're high, and then she kind of looks down at the ground, and
To be fair, he ain't wrong.
she notices that that your feet are wet. This is not making any sense.
I can assure you
Regardless.
it's not urine.
Regardless, a non-lethal battle is what was agreed upon.
On top of that, speaking of the non-lethal part, I think there was some misunderstanding that, at least how I understood when it was explained to us, it was not that non-lethal in the sense of
To the death. That's what it's to the death, or it's non-lethal.
the way that I thought it was is that we were facing something that was at a particular skill level, not necessarily non-lethal.
At the odds that you chose.
Apparently, I didn't.
The net.
Apparently, I didn't understand what I didn't. It wasn't. Something didn't ring clear to me when it was explained.
Okay. All right. Well, just let me make sure it's clear now. Non-lethal means you do not kill your adversaries. It is very simple. That obviously is not what took place here. Thorin has been with a provider for the arena for quite some time. And the dwarf is like, that's me. You killed one of his summons. Obviously, you're not going to get your winnings because you did not win, and whatever it is you put up will be forfeit as well.
No.
Like you disappeared. Poof. In addition, you will have to recompensate Thorin for the gem used on the planar binding. You can work out the details with them. But that is how I'm ruling for this. And then she just kind of turns around and starts walking away.
I see a very one-sided affair in the city. I'll remember that.
I hope you do.
Get my ass out of here.
So who put up what? How much?
I
did you
put up 75 platinum.
Oh shit. Okay. Anybody else?
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wish I'd known. I mean, it's probably my fault, but wish I'd known that was. I wish I'd understood non-lethal. That did not ring in my head when we started that.
All right.
I was thinking I was going by lower CR, not don't kill.
Right. Okay. I mean, I can understand the misunderstanding. All right. So Jakob he kind of like puts his hand in his forehead. He's shaking, like rubbing his one eye. Like, wow, that could have went a lot worse.
You don't
Well,
mean
I can.
better?
You'll excuse me, Jakob, if in the moment I'm not really seeing that. Probably in a little bit I might see where it can, but right now.
I don't know. I will talk with Thorin. I believe the gem is like 1,000 pharaohs. So I know Thorin for a while. I will discuss with him something that can be done. Unless you just want to pay flat out, just to clear it.
I just start laughing. Just.
All right, I will talk with him. So, all right. Yeah. Let me handle some business here. Just, I don't know. Try not to get attacked on the way out. The crowd is pretty upset. Hello? Anybody?
So do you think? Would you recommend heading back to your place then, Jakob, rather than anywhere else? Because I feel like if the crowd is so upset that they're going to attack us.
That is actually a very good idea. I can have my carriage waiting for you outside.
I did tell this halfling Regis here that we would talk, but maybe you can just come with us to a safe space.
That's
We need
fine.
to go to a safe space.
That's fine. Yeah, and I guess we got to talk later, because I don't know what you're talking about, this shifting. Why are your feet wet? It's so weird.
Has to do with that story that apparently has no bearing in the decisions here today, but we'll talk about it later, I suppose.
All right.
Oh, right. Jakob wasn't there when Nate was... I remember now. It's all coming back. I was dead, forgive me.
All right, so go ahead. I'll catch up with you after in a few hours or so. But anybody know what time it is? Oh, you want a nighttime battle? So actually, yeah. So it'll be late. The sun is probably close to setting. So let's say it's almost 9 o'clock in the evening.
So, everybody, this is Regis, this is Leicester and Fomher.
Hello, everybody. Your battle was wonderful to watch, except for when all the water came.
I think we need to have a conversation about that. If apparently the four of us are the only ones that saw that happen.
I was thinking the same thing. If you don't mind me tagging along for now.
I'd rather appreciate that you do.
Oh, And apparently he can heal as well, so that's something to keep in mind.
All right, so the other, the crowd kind of breaks up a little bit. Jakob goes off with Thorin and a couple of dwarves. The healers all, leave. That female woman, the human woman or whatever, female woman, the human woman. She calls out to Regis. Good job out there. See you in the morning. And and then she leaves with the rest of them or whatever.
I have a feeling he won't be back.
That sounded right. That almost sounded right threatening there, Alcaeus.
Oh,
We
me
haven't-
threatening? No, I am a kitty cat.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
murderer.
Well, yes, but that was
Nice
your
for-
fault.
Yeah. So, real quick, I have a question about that. So I get ranged attacks like the arrow. You can't do non-lethal. What about spells? So I'm aware.
I think with spells too, it can't be
Spells at all. That's what spells, I believe, at least raw, it's spells of any kind, whether they're melee or ranged. I don't
You
think
can
they
knock
can.
people out with a melee weapon attack.
Okay. So okay. So just melee weapon attacks. Good to go.
You can bonk them on the head. That's about it.
Oh wow, my
I
map
don't
is
think I'll
moving
be doing
all
too
over
much
the
of
place.
that.
All right, let's try to get to the cart without getting a dagger in the back.
Well, I'll take the front, and hopefully my shield can block some tomatoes or something.
Yeah, so as you guys are walking through, the tunnel or whatever, it's not like a long trip, to get to the outside. Maybe like 100 feet or so. And outside, you can you hear crowds roaring, and there's things being thrown, and you see the cart, and it comes up, and the for the people who haven't seen it before, this beautiful, highly detailed, like Victorian horse cart. Dark woods with like gold and burgundy trims, being pulled by a giant scorpion that's kind of like a brownish gray, muted earth tones. It has like a sheath covering its pincer, and the pincers, not its pincer, it's stinger, and the pincers are bound in some kind of metal, to prevent them from opening. And it's pulling, this cart. The door opens, a little carpet kind of rolls down, and then it quickly turns into steps. And it's like maybe 20 feet from where you are, at the door of the arena to the carts, and you can see people all over the place just screaming and throwing shit. What do you guys want to do?
Now's the point where I think we're good to run.
Dashing, yes, full dashing. Leister is tunnel vision dashing, cannonballing into that cart.
So everybody's just gonna book it?
Oh yeah.
I'll be about 5 feet behind the whole time.
You know what? I'll go one step further. As soon as I get 30 feet away from that cart, I will, whatever it is, I will Misty Step to it. I'll use it to skip through it all.
All right. Yeah, it's not far. It's only like 20 feet or so. So
I'll Misty Step into the seat.
okay, just okay. Well, you can Misty Step to right, in front of it. So I think it needs to be a space you can see, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's
Okay. Yeah. So right, right
Yep.
in front of the door, just
at the steps.
and then hop in. That's no biggie or whatever. What's everybody's passive intimidation?
Yeah,
Where is that stat? Okay. one
14 for mine.
14.
15.
Okay.
second. What? Where is this?
But
Where
if
is
I
It's
had to,
a passive. Hold
Just
on.
11 for me.
Hold on. Okay, a passive skill is always going to be 10 plus the
Oh, okay.
ability score modifier plus proficiency if you're proficient. So if I ask for a passive intimidation, just go to the intimidation, in the skills.
Okay,
Add
11.
10. Okay, so 11. Okay. All right. So between Fomher's little display of magic and the massive, Alcaeus that has.
I'm gonna use
taken-
this if I have to. If I have to.
Ooh.
It's gonna roar.
You see them kind of like approach, a little bit. Like it seems like they might try and like bum rush the group, but between Fomher's display of teleportation and the mighty Alcaeus with his softly glowing jade ensemble or whatever accoutrement, they're just yelling, cursing, murderers, cheaters, outlanders, all this sort of shit. And eventually, you guys all get inside the cart, without any damage being done. And inside this cart, it reveals like a nice, 20-foot square. It's obviously like a dimensional pocket. Beautiful furnishings in here. There's wine, there's food, there's couches, tables, in this nice little room. So you all go in, and the door closes behind you. And you can hear the scorpion's feet hitting the ground as and then the cart starts wheeling off, like squeaking a little, and you start going throughout the town. All right, so you're all inside. What are you guys doing?
You said there was drinks in there.
Oh yeah, full bar.
I'm pouring full bar. I'm pouring a glass of whiskey.
All right, cool.
I'm helping myself. Anyone else?
Do you see
No.
water?
Leicester's just
Please.
fetal position,
I'm-
holding baby and rocking.
I am pouring a second glass of whiskey, even though no one up, and I am handing it to, and I'm Leicester, drink this.
All right. Just obeys, immediately just downs the whole thing. Was not paying attention to what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, Leicester, it's okay.
Your chest is on fire.
Why is it spicy?
That was supposed to be a slow sip. Calm your nerves kind of drink.
Why'd you give me
I am impressive. but
Spicy water.
It's mayonnaise whiskey.
I gave you whiskey, not water.
That's-
Does it burn?
I have fire resistance. I'm fine.
Oh, I kind of burn.
It's actually
Then
not
I
a
guess-
bad bottle, but you are supposed to sip it unless you're. I suppose you're feeling a bad day, so I could understand it a bit, but
It's fine. Physical pain is a nice distraction. It's fine. Thank you. Baby, don't drink this. It bites.
As baby licks just a little drop off the edge of the glass.
Yeah, definitely licking whatever went down his face.
So Regis, what you saw, what we saw, apparently.
I had a very different perspective, but I believe so, yes. Just all of a sudden there was water everywhere with stones, and you were still fighting, but it seemed to only be affecting you all.
I know in the end we were fighting like it just was a pile of rocks at the end. Was it as intimidating outside to everyone else as it seemed to us?
It was. At least to
Right.
me, but again, remember,
You were
I
seeing
was
what you were seeing.
seeing
so-
what you were seeing.
Right.
Although
Looking
it
at
also seems like you went into your battle without knowing the rules.
Well, yeah, it seems that way, which is a little frustrating, to be fair.
They definitely took advantage of your mistake. Somehow keeping all of your offerings, and you still have to pay off the person that you destroyed their elemental.
Should I give them all of my money?
Don't give them a cent, Leicester, until we get things figured out. I'm sorry, it's not sitting right with me. Especially that last part.
I didn't understand. I thought it was a prop. There was such a dramatic change in the environment. I thought it was all...
Thought it was part of the show.
seems that is not the case. So.
All right, the trip through the town doesn't take too much time, maybe 15 minutes or so. And you all pull up to the front of Jacob's mansion, the house. And, yeah, it pulls up to the front, you know, door opens up, carpet rolls out, turns into stairs, and it leads to the marble steps leading up to these large double doors. Where you can see, there's a female humanoid standing, in front of the doors. In the robes, sorry.
Get out of the cart and head inside to fairly quickly so that any potential following bystanders don't see us go in.
As you guys left the pit area, there's like general traffic in the street that's, pretty common, but as you started leaving like the main areas and started entering like these higher end residential areas, there's really not too many people out in the streets. They're very quiet over here.
Gotcha.
Everybody getting out?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Everybody going in?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Following them right now.
No. Yes.
So as you approach, the doors open and, she steps to the side and just bows, Please, come inside. And this is just a random female humanoid. Humanoid female. Why is that so hard for me to say tonight?
You're struggling. You really.
I am. Yep. And you come inside, and you walk into this beautiful foyer. Just give a quick description for Regis because he hasn't seen it yet. Inside here is you enter like a 25-foot diameter foyer, and in the center is this nice little, water fountain and this beautiful, like a feminine sandstone statue, with the water fountain, and then surrounding it, along the perimeter of this wall, the inside, there are a bunch of like desert-themed flora and faunage or whatever, but it's all made out of stone. It's all like sculpted, and then there's a couple of doors in the far, on the far side, and then there is, a split staircase that goes up to a second level.
And whose residence is this? Because I heard the name, but obviously I'm playing catch up. So.
Welcome to Jacob's place here, Regis. He's our host and was the one who was going to apparently speak to the dwarf that we apparently wronged. But I suggest we all just kind of make ourselves comfortable until he gets back, and then we can figure out what we can do moving forward.
They do have a wonderful, sauna area here. It's to die for. I should know.
It's not funny.
Are we able to just go anywhere in the house?
Yeah, we pretty much were given the run of the place.
The master's room, I think.
Yeah. Have we been told?
We haven't
can't
tested,
go?
really.
Yeah. We've been respectful.
I just
Yeah, you haven't been
Fomher
told,
said-
hey, do not go down here, or, that's never been mentioned.
I would recommend we don't head into where we brought you back to life, Alcaeus. That seems like a fairly ceremonial area.
True.
But between the rooms, the baths, and the dining hall, I think we're kind of kosher on that.
I wonder if they still have rooms available. Trying to count on my paws here. We are definitely short, at least. He could take Melika's room, or we should have space.
When I first came here, we had 4 of us and a body, and we had enough rooms. So
Hmm.
And if not, I have a bedroll. Anywhere's fine. I also have my own room currently at the inn.
Yes, but this is free.
but I'm assuming he's already paid for the inn.
It's a weekly thing, and I'm right towards the end of the first week that I paid for so far.
So Regis, how long have you been here? Are you from here? Are you from here?
The ship I was traveling on wrecked about a week ago.
Wait, you were on the ship too?
Were you on a ship that wrecked?
Yes.
Everyone, let me get history checks.
Okay. Maybe.
Oh no. No. What ships don't exist? I've never heard of a boat in my life.
I was on a raft with a small ball.
I know all the ships, all of them.
Fomher, you recognize Regis from the ship. He was, I guess not, I guess kind of hidden a little bit. Maybe you might have seen him, playing some dice with some of the crewmen, or I don't know, something, But you do remember him being on the ship.
All right. Now that I'm not like, concerned either getting hit in the face by a scorpion carcass or losing 75 platinum, I can focus a little more. I do recognize you. Yeah, I think we were all on the same ship.
I see. It's once again a very strange coincidence.
Yeah, the Salted Tripe. That was the name of the ship. And
Right.
Jeremiah, you watched the entire session 0?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you recognize the area at the end, and that took place in a dream.
I had that first dream as well.
While you had that dream first while
Okay.
you were on the ship.
All right.
It was right before the storm came, and then and that was that.
And I also had the vision. See, I thought I just had the vision that we just had in the battle. That's why. Okay. So I had the dream and the vision.
You're
Oh,
right.
you had the dream and the vision. This changes everything. Are you marked?
Marked how?
I forget where my mark was, but I'll show him.
It was right in the center of your chest.
Yeah.
Right in your sternum. So are you?
So now take 10 minutes to take off your armor.
Yeah, you got
It's all. Well, I don't have to take off the pants. I just have to.
Alright. Yeah. So Alcaeus will.
Mine's much more accessible.
Okay.
You just
I was going to take this off anyway. I'm just getting a head start.
Alright. So,
Okay.
Leicester, you gonna show?
you just want to strip. Sure.
Okay.
Leicester will just either pull up his shirt or pull it down or
Okay,
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as Alcaeus starts, getting rid of the, starts taking off his armor. Actually, everyone, let's see, did I do descriptions? I did descriptions. Regis, what does your holy symbol look like? Which one did you go with?
The 2 dice.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, all right. So the symbol that's shown, it looks like this piece in the middle, the glowing piece, right? So the 5 rings with the ring in the middle with all the lines around it, and then the 5 little circles around it. But it looks like hold on, let me get rid of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
nobody
see
can see it
just
now.
so-
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, give me 1 second.
You turn the lights off.
I did. My apologies. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So that symbol, is it looks like it's an old, maybe a burn scar on the center of Leicester's very pale chest.
And do I have something similar?
No. Not that you're aware of.
So as I see it, I'll turn back to Fomher and say, no, I do not have.
Yeah, it's
Mark.
apparently you and I, Regis, escaped getting the mark on us. Only Alcaeus and Leicester have that mark.
Well, aren't we lucky?
And apparently, for you two, the other former companion of yours that ran away had it too, I would assume.
And I think Melika had it as well.
You didn't have this mark until after the shipwreck?
I have many scars, but this one's new. I'm not a big tattoo person because, hair.
Eric, I guess this is a question I haven't asked out of it. Since we saw the dream and recognized the place, did we see that fight that took place in Session 0, or did we just see the place?
No, you were there. And like you were there in Session 0. You were just in the distance watching.
Okay,
Thanks
so
for the help.
we saw the fight and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We were just okay.
Yeah.
So apparently, I couldn't get there to help with whatever was going on, whatever you two were fighting. But apparently, only those of you that were actually in that fight were marked. Which is, I don't know if it.
So are you guys all just hanging out in the foyer? Like taking
I'm not going inside. I haven't been here, so.
Let's just go to the dining hall for now, and we'll wait for Jakob there, and then we can kind of figure out what's going on once he gets back. And I'll start heading to the dining hall.
Okay.
Same.
Cool. That woman that was outside, she's there in the foyer. Would you like us to prepare anything for you?
Let's wait until Jakob gets back. We might be in trouble, so let's see how much trouble we're in.
Okay, I understand. If you need anything, please feel free to, grab any of us here. Yeah, Yacob. Jakob. It's like Jacob with a Y.
Alright, cool. I'm just taking notes. So.
I like it. All right, so everybody going to the dining room or the dining hall?
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty. All right, you're all in the dining hall. Nice long room, probably a good 30, 40 feet long, 20 feet wide, long table in the middle with several chairs around it. You guys are all inside here.
Is there any, food out? Appetizer kind of food?
No, there's nothing
Okay.
out right now. Table's just pretty empty.
So I'll approach Alcaeus. And you mentioned something about the armor earlier. So my armor has been slowly getting worse since I've been here.
Oh, yes. It seems something to do with this place. Each way, I just recently had to ditch my old chainmail and shield and, warhammer to kind of upgrade to this. This jade does not seem to succumb to the effects of the environment as much as metal does. But it's kind of pricey. I don't know any other options. Animal, that's right. Before we went on the quest to save Jakob, I was going to try to find carapaces to make armor. That's another option. But could I tell by the degradation of his armor how much time he might have left, in comparison to how bad mine was?
What kind of armor do you have, Regis?
Just a chain shirt.
Chain shirt, so that's +4. So it probably has like another 2 weeks left before it falls apart.
It +3 to be fair, so you give me
+3. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, so you got like maybe another week. Actually, it's kind of crumbling pretty quick.
Okay. Now, does it seem to be affecting the like small pieces of leather and stuff on the armor as well?
No. Only like the metal stuff. So like, if you have any padding or bracers or boots and things like that, that's all fine. It's just like steel. Anything you have that's steel.
Kind of like take one of my nails and like accidentally like break a chain. I'm like, ooh, sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it looks like if it gets hit hard enough, it might just start coming off in like patches.
You might have to upgrade this sooner rather than later. Within the next week.
They don't. I'll have to make some money. They don't pay too much for my healing service.
I mean,
you might want to. Don't know what's going to be going on with us, but we were planning on trying to get a little work ourselves. That we were on a little more. We found ourselves in a little more lucrative venture before the pit. That was supposed to be a little more of just a bit of fun than what it turned out to be.
Let me, everyone, let me get religion checks real quick, except for Regis. We're just gonna go with a DC of 10.
Oh, I didn't hear that because that's gonna jinx me.
Yep. See, I'm on par tonight. Nothing ever changes.
Or I'm wrong, and the dice gods love me.
Lysa, you out there? We lost our ranger.
No, not the ranger.
It's.
Do you hear Eric?
Oh, she can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Let me reconnect real quick then, because I can't hear them either.
Nah.
Give me one second.
She's gonna refresh.
Refresh. Okay, I'll wait for them then.
No, you're gonna refresh.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I will reconnect. Give me 1 second.
Oh god. I only know pronouns.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey, there we go. Let me get a religion check from you, please.
Oh no. What did I miss?
Oh, we're at church.
What?
Somebody's bringing a collection basket along.
If you don't pass this, you owe 10
cool.
Hail Marys and.
Alright, yeah, Lyster and Fomher, you would be familiar with Kemble, which is the god of chance and adventurers and gambling and some trickery, things like that. And that's the symbol that the halfling has on them. Is it on your shield? Do you have an amulet? Like, what do you have?
I have the holy symbol around my neck as the 2 dice.
Okay, alright, cool. Yeah, so, got some, I guess...
Snake eyes. Fuzzy and snake eyes.
I guess it'll be some kind of amulet, or do you want like 2 D6s, or do you want like the 2 D6 on an amulet?
Yeah, I mean, I was picturing like 2d6 as the actual holy symbol hanging around like a chain.
Okay, cool. All right, so everybody will notice, like these 2, D6s that are hanging, from the chain or leather strap or whatever. But what's interesting is these 2 D6s, they have 6 pips on each face of the dice. And,
Pip the raccoon?
Pip the oh no, a pip is like the little dot on a die. That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
Pip dice, 6 pip dice. That would be
6
really
little
cool.
raccoon heads.
That would be fucking awesome. Hey, if we ever get big enough, we'll do that.
Yeah,
And,
first merch idea.
And so you recognize that symbol on the halfling, on Regis. That's it.
So are you a gambler, Regis?
Depends on if I can make the odds in my favor or not.
And you won't like us. We're very unlucky, apparently.
Maybe I can balance that out a little bit for you.
Oh, please.
To be fair, Leicester, I don't think it was luck that messed with us on that.
It was my stupidity. You're right.
No, it was not your fault. Any one of us could have landed the killing blow. It was just a matter of chance.
See, I'll tell you right now, if I'd been the one to get the last hit, Leicester, I had no intention of just knocking the thing out.
Okay, that does make me feel better.
And I was in so much pain that I probably would have killed it outright too.
Simply because, again, I won't keep harping on it. It's too frustrating. I'm out 75 platinum. I'm just nah. And apparently, potentially, us having to pay back 1,000 gold.
Well, I mean, maybe he'd be interested in the actual fight to the death against the creature. Maybe he can win back his winnings. Obviously, we would die and he would lose everything, but it's a proposition.
Can't I just give him all my money?
No.
I don't think you have enough, do you?
I don't know. I don't really know what they mean. People ask for money, I give it. I don't know.
Do you have 1,000 schmeckles?
I have some yellow ones. I have some of those weird extra shiny ones.
Do you have 1,000 of the yellow ones?
What does 1,000 look like?
Count your fingers and toes 50 times, and then count them 50 times more, and then keep going at 50 until you get to 1,000.
I think Baby would have better luck with that than I would.
How many arrows do you have currently?
41.
That's fucking awesome.
Why? What's that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm trying to think of how many quivers you'd have to fill to get 1,000 arrows.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's how many pieces of the yellow coins you'd need.
Mm.
And if you were to, pay off this quote-unquote debt, you should obviously convert it to Electrum because everybody loves that currency.
What?
There's no Electrum in my world.
Besides, the way he was talking, Alcaeus, I'm not looking for convenience. Find someone that's got enough copper and give him that amount in copper. He can count all of that.
Run away.
I feel like we need to at least, make sure we're not especially causing Jakob any issues. He did kind of speak up for us in there.
Give him all of our money and then go live in the forest. Best outcome.
I can't agree with that because it's the forest here and not the forest back home.
No. That's true.
So, how long are you guys hanging out in this? In the
Just
Waiting for you.
until Jakob gets home. We're waiting on him.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are hanging out probably for a good hour and a half, 2 hours almost. Occasionally, one of these servants here would come and check on you. Do you want anything? If you say yes, they bring you something. If no, then okay, no worries. Blah blah blah. But eventually, he comes in. And he comes into the dining room. And he's like, oh my god. What bullshit that I just have to deal with. I think you're all going to be okay though. You put 75 platinum up front, correct?
Yes, that I did.
Okay. And then you had 150 platinum, correct?
That's what it would have been, but I didn't get to collect on that.
Alright. Well, the High Priestess, what she did was, the earnings that you would have won, she just gave it to Thorin. Plus your initial entry fee. That covers the 1,000 coins, and then whatever is left over is kind of like a slap on the wrist. It was the best I could do. But that's it. The situation is over. There's no hard feelings, except that they don't want you in the pits for at least 2 weeks.
I'm never going back there again.
But other than that, it's fine. Things happen. I understand you know the heat of battle.
Did she happen to bring up, or was she asking you any questions about, the fact that we brought up that we were transported to a different place?
No,
Water.
that wasn't brought up at all. And I'm not sure I understand what you were talking about either. I didn't see any transportation. You were there. The whole fight, all of you were right there.
So I'm still confused how my feet got wet.
That's very interesting, actually. I mean, that is weird. I mean, it wasn't like maybe. Can any of you do like the prestidigitation? The minor magics. I mean, I don't see why you would, but it's definitely not making sense to me. It's been a long day. I am going to get some rest. We can all talk more in the morning if you like. But the debt has been cleared, so.
Right.
Don't have to worry about that.
Do you mind if our friend just ends up staying here for the evening?
Oh, the healer. Yeah, sure. That's fine. That's fine. Welcome to my home. Make yourself at home. Don't steal anything. Don't break anything. Sorry for the short intro. I am Jakob Faroud. Good night. I'll catch up with you in the morning. And then he'll leave.
Well, I say we just head to bed, and we figure out the day tomorrow. I'd like to figure out how to decide where we're going from here, but also potentially find a way to get my money back. That hurt. But I will get up, I will go to one of the servants and ask if they have a bottle of whiskey somewhere. And if I can procure that, I will go to bed.
Sure, yes, we'll bring it right to you. 1 cup or 2?
Just the bottle.
Just a bottle, okay.
Just the bottle.
Very well. I understand.
I'll ask the same servant. Is there a room that I may stay in?
Yes. We will get a room ready for you. That's not a problem.
Very well. If you could possibly bring some food and water for me as well. That'd be
Sure,
great.
sure, of course. Anything in particular?
Whatever you have on hand is fine with me.
Sure. Very well.
And Leicester, don't worry about it. Get some sleep. It's all gonna be alright come tomorrow.
It is. You say that like it's easy.
The other thing I'd recommend, if it's really hard for you, get yourself a bottle like I am. Drink it before you go to sleep. You'll go right out.
The
Maybe not the
spicy
whole thing.
water?
Yes, the spicy water.
I'm sure they might have some fruitier spicy water that may not be quite as spicy.
I had bubbly, weird water, and now I've had spicy water. What? How many waters are there?
There's
Yes.
lots of waters. When the server was like, "Can you grab my friend like the sweetest drink that's gonna put her out for the night?"
Some pomegranate
Like-
wine, perhaps,
Perfect.
or some dried wine. I think we have some dried wine.
I'd
Spike
go
with
I'd go with the pomegranate. I'd go with the pomegranate or something sweet, not dry.
Right. All right. I can do that. All right. Any other requests?
No, thank you.
All right. All right. All right. So, yeah, we will have all this stuff delivered to each of your respective rooms, and Mr. She looks to Regis. What is your name? I'm sorry.
Regis, madam.
Regis. Okay, excellent. We will have your room ready for you shortly. Give us 15 minutes, please. You know, and then she'll leave or whatever. And then short while later, you're led up to a room. Nice room, maybe like a 20-foot square, has a nice bed. There's a large window with like 2 shutters that open up, and the full moon is out, clear skies, and the light's pouring into the room. And it has like a Mediterranean Persian kind of feel, to the decorations. There's a nice rug, just different, things like that. Everybody's, whiskey's brought up. There's a bottle of wine brought up for Leicester. Some water and miscellaneous foods are brought up for Regis. And what's everybody else doing? What's everybody doing for the night? Anything special?
Hopefully sleeping.
Self-medicating and sleeping.
All right. Leicester, are you drinking?
Yeah, he's not paying attention. He'll just drink whatever is brought up, not correctly, I'm sure.
All right, cool.
And just one more stupid thing, because this is not how this works, but Leicester's gonna do it anyways. Leicester's gonna just cast Beast Sense on Baby, be like, what happened? What'd you see?
Okay, let's see for the duration of the spell.
It definitely does not do that, but he's gonna try anyways.
Let me get an intelligence check from Baby.
Oh, Baby. Okay. It's slightly higher. That's good. It's a good.
Or history. I mean, I don't think she's proficient in history, but
intelligence, I think.
Not bad. Baby will kind of. I mean, what's her intelligence? Like 4?
Something like that. Let me see.
Very high.
5.
For
5? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. You're getting the senses where everything was real hot, and then everything got kind of cold and wet, and like it's Baby's kind of like using its hands to kind of like describe the standing stones that you've seen, but Baby pretty much gives you you kind of understand that Baby saw what you saw.
So you saw it too, huh? Do you want some of this? It's very sweet.
Of course I do.
Well, okay, baby.
I just got a year on my life.
Of course I do.
It's just a little posh little.
And she'll reach out her hands and help drink with you. Okay, Fomher, Leicester, Baby. Let me get Constitution saves from all 3 of you.
Perfect.
Nice babies. Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, dude. That's bad.
I spoke way too.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Shit. Oh shit. All right. So one level of exhaustion does what? Hold on. That's just a disadvantage on checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what 2 levels do.
Oh.
Did we both roll that bad?
No, not both of you.
I rolled a nat 1.
I got a 2.
Yeah.
You just got cured of your exhaustion too. Come on.
Yeah, I just got.
We just don't wake up tomorrow.
All right. Yeah.
Start of
So
this day was.
Okay.
Hangovers aren't that bad.
All right. So Leicester and Baby each have 1 level.
Okay.
And then Regis, you have 1 level plus the poisoned condition. I know they're the same thing.
Regis wouldn't. It'd be me.
I mean, not Regis.
assume.
I'm sorry. Fomher. Sorry. Actually, hold on. Let me look at that real quick. Let me see what poison does.
Baby got the highest.
I mean, I think the poison would give disadvantage on attacks and everything. stuff that ability, like, because exhaustion is just ability checks.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. So you're gonna have one level of exhaustion plus the poison condition.
Well, at least one of those I can find something to get rid of, right?
Both of them. You know, lesser restorations. I guess like maybe an antidote or something that'll cure poison. You know. But that's what you
Hey,
get.
I think I can make one of those.
Sleep and coffee.
Yeah. So okay. Morning comes, and everybody can feel like a nice breeze coming through the windows or through the cracks of the shutters or whatever, and everybody hears the sound of rain. Do I have rain? I have rain. I should have rain.
Should have rain, yeah.
Yeah, let's find some rain. Oh, okay. Why didn't it play? Alright, so yeah, everybody wakes up. Let's say it's what, 7, 8 in the morning?
Head on down for breakfast.
I do not head down for breakfast with everyone else.
No. No. Leicester like is like half crawling.
Huh?
Take it away, guys. Whenever you're ready.
I'm in bed, so there's nothing else. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm in bed. I'm in bed until like 10 o'clock at best.
Alright, so who's gonna go eat breakfast?
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, and after my morning prayers, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. Alright, so Regis and Alcaeus, you're both in the dining area. Let's say it's about like 7:30 or so. After you put on your armor, get ready, do your prayers, whatever it is that you're gonna do. And there's food, you know, out there. There's coffees and teas, you know, and eggs and bacon and all kinds of, you know, fruits, and smells wonderful. And yeah, Yakov's down there. Yasmina's down there, his wife. So you see a female humanoid, dark skin, dark hair, brown eyes. You know, and she's wearing her robes. Her face isn't covered because she's eating. Excuse me. You know. It appears we have a new guest. Welcome to the home. I am Yasmina, and you are?
Thank you. My name's Regis.
Regis.
Do I just help myself?
Yes, please help yourself. I see you are are you a follower of Kimball?
I am, ma'am. Are you?
No, I am not. But Kimball is very nice philosophies. A lot of people at the pits actually pay tribute to your deity. I am a practitioner of one of the forgotten ones. I do not remember who I used to worship, actually, but hopefully that will all get resolved in due time. But welcome aboard. Make yourself at home.
And as she says that, I will start making myself a giant plate of food.
All right, yeah. You just go and you can, you stand up in your chair, you know, and you can, you know, go reach out and grab some platters and pick off whatever you want from whatever, or you can have servants come and, you know, help make your plate for you, whatever you like.
As I sit down to start eating, I'll look at the two of them and just ask, I'd hate to ask a favor so soon after me just sleeping and eating in your house, but is there some way that you could send someone to let them know that being I won't be to work here at the pits, or I just go when finishing?
You're going to quit being a healer at the pits. That's fine. Yakov will be going there sometime throughout the day, I'm sure. You don't mind letting somebody know? And then Jakob kind of looks to his wife. Yeah, no problem. I will let them know that you will not be returning to work there. Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
I very much appreciate you doing my various weeks of the trip.
Yeah, no problem. So you are from Okaria too?
I am
Whereabouts in Okaria?
Gloom,
I'm sorry?
Gloomhaven.
Oh,
Not
Gloomhaven.
heard.
Yes, I know the city. Interesting place. Very unorganized, I guess would be a good word to describe. Okay, well, I guess welcome here. Are you trying to get back as well?
The answer to that question. I'm just taking it where life takes me. And now I've met some people that have experience. I think we should at least explain what it means.
Your mic keeps going in and out.
So, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just repeat it then. I'm sort of just taking life going where life takes me right now, and it seems that I've met some people with some similar experiences as mine that I need to at least explore where that takes me.
That sounds fair. I'm sure Kimball will help guide your way. Very interesting. Yeah. I heard about what happened last night, Sir Alcaeus. What was all of that about?
All of what? The killing?
Yes. Like I'm not sure. Like what happened?
Well, we were in the arena kind of shifted, and we were in what appeared to be another place with some water, and we've actually been there before our ship crashed. And we're fighting there, and stuff just happened. I mean, it's combat.
It's very interesting. It's definitely not something that I have seen before or heard of. But the magics here are very, very interesting.
But we were still in the arena to you guys.
Well, I was not there.
Well, but you said you heard. I mean,
well, yes, because Jakob, he came home and told me about Thorin and how the dwarf was being an asshole, and but I guess I can understand the business is the business. The planar binding helps make some people a lot of money, plus it keeps people from dying, I guess. Whatever, it is what it is. This is a new day. The fates smile upon us all.
I was just wondering if you knew anything that would transport our minds somewhere, but still somehow get our bodies wet. I don't know. I don't understand magic too much.
I am not too well versed myself. I understand a little bit of the arcane. Jakob here works at the academy. He knows a little bit more, but even he seems baffled by it. And he's just eating food, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't understand what's going on." And
I can go talk to Perky Buttons.
He's like, I'm sure everything will be figured out eventually. And there has to be an answer somewhere.
DM.
Yeah.
Knowing, since I have a lot of illusion spells and things, and having experienced it, did it feel like an illusion to me?
Let me get an Arcana check from you. Okay. It did not seem like an illusion to you. When the environment shifted, it's like you could feel the difference. You could smell the water. and looking at Alcaeus' feet and seeing that it was wet, gives you the idea that it definitely was not an illusion. You're not exactly sure what it might be, but yeah, definitely not picking up the illusion thing. Maybe some kind of transmutation or conjuration, maybe something to that effect. Maybe something planar or interplanar of origin, but you're definitely not picking up the illusion vibe.
Okay.
Okay. And so yeah. But there is some good news. Jakob, why don't you tell them about the things you found throughout the week? And he's like, oh yes. Pip and I, while we were in the academy studying these maps, the new Kota map that was found, we believe that we found where that might be. There is a mountainous area that is surrounded by a ring of water southeast of us. I'd have to get to the maps again just to to check the distance and do a little bit more research. But we believe that this one map is from this area. But you did mention a gate being closer to here, so that might be something that we should maybe look into as well. Other than that, I mean, just a couple of rumors around town. Something happened in Bacanunya. The bridge is broken. But other than that, it's been relatively quiet.
I'm just eating and listening since it's not really my business currently.
Yeah, and this food that you're eating, I mean, there's a couple of things that are familiar only because of Gloomhaven being such a big port city where it's like a waypoint for a lot of different places. So you can see some of the foods here are from like the southern desert areas. You can tell some of the food was here is it's more exotic to Gloomhaven, but being that Gloomhaven is so diverse, you've seen foods like this come through. So there's like some scorpions and like scarabs that are like baked, and there's some traditional breakfasts, eggs, bacon, fruits, whatever. But it is now. Go ahead. What's up?
So I have all the bacon.
All the bacon. Yeah. You
all
can
the
do
bacon.
That. So
Yeah.
all right. So look, it is it's now 8:00. So let's take a quick 15-minute break. We're not streaming today, but if you do see this on YouTube and you like what's going on so far, because we like to role play, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Leave a comment, be like, you guys are awesome, because that would be cool. And we'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Be back.
Way to get drunk, guys. Jeez.
Leister did not know. He just took the liquids offered to him.
I have an excuse. I lost money and lots of it.
Yes. That's fair. That's fair.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Welcome.
Well
Sorry.
done.
Pardon me.
G.
The moment I hit unmute, it slipped.
All right, we're all back.
you hear from the other one. Good one, Leicester.
Yeah, that's how Leicester wakes up.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Wake up to the sound of your own burp. Alright, so you guys down in the people who were eating, hanging out there for a little bit, talking with Jakob and his wife. And yeah, if over and nice, so you guys can wake up whenever you like. You know, and the people downstairs, what do you guys want to do? Or anybody?
Just kind of chill until, I guess for a little bit, until I'll give them until 11 o'clock to wake up. If not, I'll go take a bucket of ice.
Oh no, we'll take
I was planning 10:30.
Leicester will come down like 9:30. Won't be that
Alright.
extreme. Leicester will be holding baby like a baby, probably wrapped in the blanket, kind of confused.
Good morning, Leicester. You seem well.
Help. I haven't
not-
felt this bad since I woke up for the first time.
I don't think there's much I can do to solve that problem.
Help. I've been poisoned. I don't know what's wrong with me.
You'll be fine. Just drink some water and coffee and eat lots of bread.
Yes, bread, some greasy food.
Bread. Okay, come, baby.
I don't know, let's ask the healer what they think is the best cure for your ailment.
You seem to just be hungover.
What was I hanging over?
Hopefully not the toilet.
Bread, water, and more sleep.
Bread. Leicester will just start piling bread on top of baby.
She doesn't look actually poisoned, correct?
Let me get a quick medicine check.
I won't act it out for the sake of anyone who might get bothered by it, but off in the distance you hear someone who is hanging out over a toilet.
No, they do not seem poisoned. They just seem like really tired right now. Hungover.
Okay.
That's it.
Bread, water, and more sleep.
I think a greater restoration will get rid of it. Let me see if a lesser. I don't think a lesser will.
It doesn't. That's
Okay.
It would be, I think, poison, but not.
You're right. Okay.
I hate fruit water the most.
Leicester doesn't like getting wine drunk.
Oof.
Maybe unless you guys are gonna talk like 20 minutes after Leicester sits down, that's when Fomher would shuffle in.
Oh, you look worse than.
Shut up. Ow.
How you feeling?
Shut up. As he sits down and just grabs coffee, and that's it. He's not even. I'm trying to not even look at food. Food doesn't even want food to exist.
It's okay. Listen, I've lost many times at the pits. I lose money. It comes and it goes. I know the situation is not ideal. Things happen. Things happen.
See, I know you're trying to say something that sounds nice and helpful, and on a normal day I'd understand. But right now it also contributes to feeling like someone's just punching the inside of my skull.
Well, the bottle of whiskey you had, it'll do that.
That was a powerful whiskey. That was good, but I've not done that for a while.
How does he look in comparison to Leicester?
Let me get a medicine check from you.
Meister's just licking a piece of bread. He's just head on the table licking bread. He's imitating whatever babies do.
It's hard for you to like really tell the difference, because Fomher, might seem a little bit paler than what he normally is, but compared to Leicester, who's already really pale, it's kind of hard.
Leicester is now translucent.
Does he look the same to me as well then?
With that medicine check, you can tell that Fomher's worse off. I'd say
Okay.
you can tell that Fomher is actually poisoned.
Okay.
That's fair. Kind of sweating a little bit, kind of dry, chapped lips a little bit,
So knowing that, I'll walk over to him. Like, you're still gonna feel like shit after this. And then put my hand on him and that's less the restoration.
Alright, cool. Quick little incantation, holding the holy symbol or whatever. And what are you doing? That's restoration?
Yeah, which would be for poison.
Okay, cool.
Not exhaustion though, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, definitely. So VS. So yeah, just a quick little incantation, and kind of puts his hand on your chest or your head or whatever, and you can instantly feel the poison condition removed. You're still tired, but you're not
Right.
feeling nauseous, and your vision's not blurry. You don't really have as much of a headache.
That's what it's like to have a healer around. Thank you kindly for that.
Absolutely. Now, and I'll grab some bread and put it on the plate. You need to eat as well. And I'll go sit back down.
I ignore the bread and go straight for the fatty bacon.
No, it's mine. You can have the
You need
sausage.
me?
What do I have to help me get bacon?
Yeah, so there's food and coffees, water, fruits, and that's it.
Baby starts a bacon heist.
I'll let baby take the bacon. Baby and I bonded.
All right, and then Jakob will, he finishes up his coffee, and he stands up, takes a rag and kind of like wipes his mouth and his hands. And, all right, forgive me, all I have to get to work early, to take care of some things. Feel free to relax, do whatever you like, and I will see you sometime later in the day. All right, he gives his wife a kiss on her forehead, and says, "I'll see you later." And then, does anybody need anything real quick before I leave? No? You can say no.
No, thank you. No.
Okay. All right. I hope the fates smile on you with a bigger smile today than yesterday. And he'll leave.
I don't mean to intrude on your business, but what was all that Jakob was talking about before?
Oh, with the map and the stuff. We believe that there might be portals that might be connected to us somehow, maybe to the Fey realm. We don't know. So we were thinking about maybe going out and investigating. There's one just north of here.
To the Fey realm.
We think, maybe. We don't know. I don't know, anyway.
Sounds fun.
We think there might be a connection to whatever our visions may be, and black tentacles that seem to spit people out and take people in. It's our only lead so far, so I thought maybe we'd investigate, but it seems our plans might be delayed a day. I just look at Leicester and Fomher.
Yeah, if we get a good way of going out, we can. I think we already dealt with being tired for some traveling before.
Yes, but it's travel home. I mean, that's a little bit different. Yeah. Plus, I think there's undead north, if I remember correctly.
I think it was dangerous. They said it was dangerous.
Yeah, undead, definitely scorpions.
Undead scorpions.
No, I don't think that's possible. Well, I don't know if it's not possible. I don't think it's. I don't know. Let's just hope that the bodies you buried out there haven't risen up, because that would be bad for me.
You could see them again.
Yeah. Then I have to crush in their skull.
That's not very nice.
Well, maybe there's the travesty of being undead.
I feel undead.
You look undead.
Is this what being dead feels like? Okay, so you're a professional.
I'll just use this real quick just to make sure. just to give Leicester, some encouragement.
You start, you kind of focus on your senses a little bit and feel it reaching out into the surrounding area, and you do not feel anything.
Okay.
Oh, that pause scared me.
I was gonna be like, hey, listen, I don't want any of those three within 60 feet of me. Please.
Surprise, Yasmina's a zombie.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you detect a hallowed area to the south of you. Not to the south, like underneath you, kind of.
Underneath?
Yeah.
Is that where
Yeah.
the temple was?
Yes.
Okay. No, you're good, Leicester. You're not undead, but that temple is, hallowed ground, so that might be good to know or remember.
It's a hole in the ground.
It's hallow.
Shallow.
The
Shallow
problem,
ground.
the problem, though, is that even though the ground where you were raised is hallowed, undead were still able to get in there.
That is. You're right. That is.
It's a bit confusing how that worked out.
Concerning, to say the least. Especially in my house.
Do you know that specter that came with my resurrection? Have you seen anything like that before?
I have not seen anything like that specifically, but being that I do study the afterlife, I have read about what I believe that thing was, and it was a minion of Jelena, like an avatar of death, if you will.
If I remember it right, it did say that it was still wanting to come for you, didn't it, Alcaeus?
It did, which again is concerning. Usually what happens is when a creature passes onto the other realms, the spirits, depending on how it was done or what you are or how powerful your sense of self is, Jelena tries to take control of your spirit and have it join her army. It seems that it wanted you more so than I would say I'm comfortable with.
More so than I would say I'm comfortable with.
It's really odd, and you have obviously, have been touched by death in some way. For you changed physically.
A little bit, I feel. I'm still trying to come to terms with what happened. But there's this weird old lady out in the marketplace that gave me the heebie-jeebies, talking about how I smelled of death. I don't know, it was weird.
Now, there are weird people here in the city. If they came originally, a lot have, they don't have the will to maintain sanity when coming to understand what's happening and how we are unable to correct it at this time. So sometimes it's easier for people to release their mind to fantasy, in a matter of speaking.
Well, hopefully we can find a way to get everything back. Not just us, but the city as well.
That would be nice. I mean, I have family I've not seen in a couple of years.
Do you know of any potential resistance to that plan? Is there a sect of people that were transported here with the bot that might not want to go home?
I mean, from what I understand, it's not really something discussed in that sense. Some people, they don't know that they've been transported. They feel like they've been here the whole time. Some people have expressed an interest in going back, but more random wanderers than actual people who live here. We do come across a lot of people in the pits over the last few years. And a lot of them have similar stories to yours, where they came from a place off this island, and they just found themselves in the pits, just trying to buy time, practice their skills or become more powerful, so they can go and try and explore further options. But they either disappear or become somewhat forgotten. I mean, I remember them existing. I can't really remember faces though, or names.
Interesting. I just shove more bacon into my mouth.
All right. Yeah, you can all eat up and relax, get your foods on, hang out for a couple hours, and eventually she'll pardon herself and leave to go take care of business or whatever.
I summon my packed weapon as a whip and use it to get bacon off of the plate and pull it to me.
That works. That works, yeah.
Reach attack.
It's just one of those sticky hand whip things.
Yes.
Like
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Exactly.
Those sticky hands at the end.
Just to get it when Alcaeus isn't looking for a second. Just whipped out and I have bacon.
Yeah, baby's just picking up food and eating some of it and then shoving the rest in Leicester's mouth.
So, what do you guys all want to do? Let's say it's about 11:30 at this point.
I don't really know.
So Alcaeus, who was it that you said you wrangled up someone that you started making friends with here in town? Who were they?
Oh. I have a hard time saying this name with a straight face. Her name is Perky Buttons, and she is over at the Mages Guild. Kind of a contact I made in the last week while we're just kind of chilling.
Perhaps they might know a little. They might be able to have some information, or even some sort of job that makes the travel up north a little more valuable, at least where we might get some support.
Yeah, doesn't hurt to ask. If we have a day to waste, I might be able to go see if God has a voice for her.
I think that's something we'd spend the day if we're, like you said, if giving Leicester and I a day to recover fully, to get as much information as we can and be ready to try to hope maybe even head out tomorrow.
I mean, secure some mounts maybe for you three.
Would be preferred.
You don't need a mount.
No, I do not need a mount. When we get ready to depart, I'll prepare the appropriate things and get my mount.
Where'd you get a mount from? What?
I just wink at Leicester.
What? How'd you two make so many friends in a week? All my friends come through portals. All over boats.
I don't know if I can call him a nameless priest a friend. But I did talk to a guy.
Oh.
Oh,
Down at the Temple of the Witherer. He was telling me a little information, just very vague on which seems to be the general case for the Forgotten Ones, but definitely seemed that it had to be kind of kept a little hush in the area. Seems the temple's not too fond of anyone speaking of anyone other than the Witherer.
Well, seems like you might have a healer friend to maybe take care of that. I'm not really a religious sorts, but
Oh, that reminds me, as I'm in my drunken stupor, and I do know that if we're heading north for a portal, we are going to have to be careful. There's a segment of the Temple of the Witherer that's up north. That's north of the island. They call themselves the Sisters of Rot.
oh,
we've
That they're
heard their name.
yes. I do. I have them written down in my adventurers journal here.
well, apparently they have a stronghold up north. So if we're heading north, we might have to be a little wary of their presence there.
Kill no snakes over here. Be scared of rot over here. Leicester's just like writing with his finger on the table, not actually pretending to take notes.
Alright, so do we want to split up? Or do you want to follow me to meet Perky Buttons?
I want to meet all of your friends. Show them to me. You two are friends.
With a name like that, I feel like I need to meet the person with that the name belongs to.
I think we're all in for a treat.
Does she wear a lot of buttons?
Sure. Alright, so when we're ready, I guess I'll lead us to Perky Buttons.
Adventure. That's its own adventure on its own. I want a new campaign and it has to have that name.
Perky Buttons. All right. Let me get a D12. Alcaeus. Okay. All right. So you'll travel. Oops. Come on.
No, ooh.
Alcaeus and his duck trail of half-drunk people. They're getting lost.
All right, cool. Hey, so you guys travel for what would normally be maybe half an hour. You know, Regis is able to kind of get everybody, there a little bit faster. Taking you through a couple of little shortcuts that I guess he learned. Understanding which way the crowds are moving and the people, and able to get you guys through the city pretty quick. So you all wind up at the academy, go in through the library where Charlie is there behind the counter. Oh, hello again. Yes. Good afternoon. How can I help you all today? Oh, and real quick, Charlie is a gnomish woman. Seems kind of old. She kind of got darkish skin a little bit and some grayish hair. She's wearing white robes, and she has these glasses, these little round glasses that make her eyes look huge behind them. So.
Just here to see Perky Buttons.
Oh, yes. Seems like you two have taken quite a fancy to each other. I've noticed it, and I love your armor. It looks so pretty. It makes your eyes look so nice. But Perky, she should be there. Actually, I think she just finished teaching an alchemy class. She should be in the lounge. So just go on ahead.
All right, follow me.
Yeah, so you go through the little turnstile, everybody. Everybody going in?
Yeah, Leicester's definitely holding on to Alcaeus' shirt or something just to keep track of where he's going.
All right, and so you kind of, you wander through this library, and there are, shelves that are kind of shifting about, and you see a couple of books flying from one shelf to another, and then to a table, and you can see what's obviously a bunch of different arcane students, different little groups of 3 to 5. Humanoids, different races, and most of the groups they're wearing similar clothing, colors. So if there's a group, they'll be wearing different types of green robes, or different shades of blue, red, things like that. Kind of wander through for a little bit, kind of walk through this little hallway, and you see a door, and it says Professor's Lounge. You can hear just chittering and casual chat on the other side.
We'll wait out here. You go get your friend, Alcaeus.
Oh, okay. I'll go get Professor Buttons.
Leister, let go of it. Let go of his tunic. You gotta wait out here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so, are you going inside by yourself?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Yeah, you open the door. And inside here is a nice, pretty plush area, probably 40-foot square. A couple different couches, tables. You see a couple different shelves with books and stuff, and you can see Perky there. And she is. Let's see. I never gave you a description. So let's say she's 5.5 feet tall. She's based on a cheetah. So short hair. The heavy black eyeliner that goes down to the corners of her nose, and her lips are black. And, she's wearing lavender type clothing. So I don't know. Should she be in a dress or a robe? I guess. Well, whatever. We'll keep it simple. She's in
Thundercats.
Yeah. She's. What happened? What? Oh, Thundercats. Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's wearing lavender robes. And she has a silver a rope belt, that kind of hangs off of her hips, and 5.5 feet tall, probably early 20s, kind of thick in the hips, maybe kind of petite up top, and she's talking to another tabaxi. This one's a Black Panther, another woman dressed in lavender robes, and she sees you come in, and she's like, oh, this is the guy I was talking about. Yeah. Hi. Alcaeus, how you doing? Come on in.
I'm doing well. I've brought my companions here. They would like to ask, questions, maybe meet you. I don't know.
Oh my God, she's meeting
this is a business visit, huh? All right. Yeah, we can talk business. Yeah. All right. Let's Kamora. I'll see you later. Okay. I'm gonna go take care of this real quick. And she kind of, the Black Panther Tabaxi just kind of like smiles and kind of like walks off or whatever.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Slight
So,
bow, not like a deep bow. Just like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's good to see you. Wow, you look great. I love your armor. So,
Thanks.
where's your friends? Let's talk business.
Hold the door. And just usher in, like there. There should be.
She walks by you and like her arm like kind of touches your shoulder and kind of runs down your arm a little bit, and you can feel like the little tips of her talons, her claws, just hit the little rings, tick, 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 on your arm. And all right, yeah, I guess she'll come out to the hallway where everybody's just kind of standing there.
Leicester is sitting on the floor waiting for Alcaeus.
Yeah. Well, these are all your friends, huh? Nice to meet all you guys. Hi, I'm Perky Buttons.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Fomher.
Fomher.
Leister.
Nice to meet you all. Hi. Yeah. She'll go and like shake everybody's hand, but like do a little dainty, like. So yeah, you had some questions?
Yeah, we're preparing an expedition north.
Oh, you going away? That's sad.
I'll keep in touch with the carrier squirrel.
I'd like that. Can I send you a message maybe, like once in a while?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we're just wondering that if you or the guild might need anything north to kind of make our trip a little bit more lucrative.
Oh, you're looking. Oh, okay. I see. You're looking for a little job to do on your job. Let's see.
Well, we're going for personal, so it's just a job.
Right. Well, I mean,
really, what it is, Perky, is that we wanted to give Alcaeus a professional, official reason to come back here and visit. Air quotes around the visit.
You told us so much about you. You sound like a lovely person.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm pretty nice. I'm kind of nice, unless I have a reason not to be. But I mean, we're always looking for different components and different things. So I mean, if you picked up something along the way and brought it back, I mean, you could sell it here. I mean, I don't need anything that I could think of, but I mean, I could ask around. When are you all leaving?
Tomorrow.
What are you doing tonight?
Staying away from the arena.
Okay.
Staying. If you want to go to the magic carpet.
The
the only place I know.
You wanna take me there? Okay. You know what? Why not? Sounds like fun. Why not? Haven't been there in a long time.
Unless you know of someplace else.
No,
That's
fine. That's fine. It's
besides the falafel place out front.
It's well, I mean, it's kind of raining out. Maybe it won't be raining later, but no, the magic carpet. That sounds fine. Do you want to meet me there? Do you want to come pick me up?
No, I'll meet you there. I'll
You'll
probably
meet
bring
me
these.
there.
Alcaeus, be a gentleman. You should pick the lady up.
What? My hands?
She kind of like raises
You
like
have
both
a
of her
secret
eyebrows
mount?
and like smiles like mm-hmm.
I don't have them out today.
Can I interest you in a high quality Alcaeus figurine?
Excuse me?
What? Yeah, she's like, what?
Leicester will just not really paying attention to them, being like, huh? Just pull out his beautifully carved Alcaeus figurine. Like, look what I made.
Oh my god. Did you do this? And she like kind of like reaches out her hand to like grab it.
Yeah, he'll let her.
Alright, yeah, and she's like kind of tracing her fingers. And she looks at, Alcaeus, and she looks at it. She's like, oh my god. Wow, look, it looks just like you. And she like kind of holds it up so you can look at it. How much is this? Can I buy this?
Half toothy grin.
Sure.
Yeah.
You really think it's worth something?
I like it, yeah. How much? I love this. Oh my god, it looks so much like you. Wow.
Leicester will just turn to them. How much? What? Give me money price, please. We'll just look to them like, I don't know what that means. Help.
Is there a roll I can make that would to somewhat appraise her work?
Let me get. Let me just get a general intelligence check. Do you have woodcrafting or anything like that? Are you proficient with anything like that?
Nothing that would fall under, because I'm assuming it's wood, so nothing
Yeah.
under like nothing under carpentry or anything like that. I'm
Okay.
all.
All right, cool. Yeah, let me get an intelligence check for you.
Which is at disadvantage, which is amazing. Why is it? It's the same thing.
Okay. You don't know what it's worth. You have no idea. I mean, it looks nice, but you can't place a value on it. It's so subjective, like one of those kind of deals.
I mean, I know if I were buying a work like that, I'd say at least 5 gold.
Five. That's no. Artists are so underpaid. Nobody appreciates them. How much time do you have into this? She's asking Meister.
What'd you ask? How much time?
Yep.
How much time did Leicester put into that?
Well, I mean, you got at least a week into it.
Okay. A week, more or less.
A week. This is really nice. Wow, you did this in a week. That's pretty fast. What do you say, Alcaeus? What do you think this is worth?
I fear my judgment might be a little impartial because Leicester is a friend, so I want to stay neutral and not get involved.
Oh, he's a high class type.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, just name your price. How much is it?
Numbers. Let's see. I have 41 arrows.
Do you want some more arrows? You want to trade for arrows?
You can do that?
I mean, I can buy you arrows if you like, or I can just give you the coin and you can buy your own arrows. I mean, whatever works. Look, I like the piece. I like it. But, you have to... I mean... You gotta tell me what it's worth.
Oh, no. We're stuck in a loop because Leicester has no idea.
I told you. I gave you
I
a
know
value.
you gave me a value.
Yeah, all right.
But Leicester's not that smart. Do I be cheap and say the value? Leister will just go off how many arrows he has. 40. How about 41 of the yellow shiny coin?
41 pharaohs?
He doesn't know. He's trying to say gold, but he
41
doesn't know.
I mean, that sounds fair, actually. I mean, it's a really nice piece. It sounds like a good price. I don't have that on me right now. So, like, can I get it to you later today? Like, can I, maybe...
Sure. You'll see Alcaeus later. Just give it to him and he can give it to me.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That works.
Us later.
Okay,
No, okay, it's just the two of you.
We'll be at a different table. How about that?
We trust Leicester. We trust you to get Leicester his money.
You're
You
so
don't need us getting
noble and kind and wonderful. He practically died for us once.
Really? You're so brave. All right. So, well, I mean, my break is almost over. I got to get back to class. So, I mean, any quick questions before I run? This is so cool. I love this so much. And she's like kind of just looking at it.
Just wanted to see if there's anything specific that you knew of. If we.
Oh, right. Yeah, nothing off the top. Like I said, kind constantly, always looking for components and, different areas being mapped out and, things like that. Let me think about it. Let me ask around, and I guess we can talk about it more later tonight. If that's okay.
Sure. Yes.
All right. So, am I meeting you there, or are you gonna pick me up? I just want to make sure.
I'll send me a message later, and I'll see if I can't procure a cart or something to come get you.
Right.
He'll,
Okay.
he'll pick you, Fergie. He'll pick you up around 7.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll be here. So I'll be waiting for you around 7.
Sure.
All right. And she just kind of, gives a quick wink, to Alcaeus and says, "It's a pleasure meeting you all, and yeah, I will see you all later. Thank you so much, Leister. Leister, that's your name.
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Just kind of scratch your name in the bottom or something."
Oh, sure.
She'll
Leister
hand
will
it back.
just take out a piece of his wood carving tool and just carve an LY.
All right, cool. This is so cool. Wow, I'm gonna add this to my collection
Number
of statues,
one,
not
that was the first
statues.
edition.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, all right. Well, I will see you all later. And she'll kind of, just kind of quickly, walk down the hallway. She uses her Tabaxi speed burst and jiggles down the hallway.
That's a description.
All right, yeah.
This is Eric out of curiosity. Jeremiah, are you still with us, or it just been quiet, or did we lose your audio?
Oh no, he's hiding. He's hiding. All right, well.
Because he's been quiet this whole time, so that's why I was
Yeah,
concerned.
I know. Yeah, that's let's see. He's like, fuck, I've been busted. I've been jerking off for the last 20 minutes. All right, what are you guys doing?
That escalated.
Well,
Alcaeus, I think you kind of shorted the story here. That's some friend you made.
what do you mean?
She has good taste.
You can't tell me that you're missing those signals.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just go. Just meet your guy. Discussion's over.
All right. I won't push it.
That's funny.
Leister's just happy. Leister doesn't know what they're talking about. He's just happy.
All right, so what are you guys doing? You're all inside the library.
Do we need to do anything else here, or you don't want to go sit in on the lecture, do you?
What's the library good for?
Learning.
Are you sure about that?
For some, yes.
Leister will just start leaving.
It's a good thing Alcaeus has fur. I'd be asking about it if there was any blushing.
Does he have a tail? Does a tail? Any signs?
Do you have a tail?
I don't. Do Leonines have tails? I don't even know.
I'm asking you.
I never.
If you want
The
one, you can have
furries
one.
need to know.
I mean, I would imagine they have a tail.
Okay. With a
Just
little
don't cut
fine
it
bush
off,
at the end.
please. Yeah.
Yeah, is it swaying, aggravated like cats do?
I just don't know if it would be kept under armor, so it doesn't get used against me in battle. I think so. I don't know.
It has its own little armor. There's a little spike.
It has
on
a
it.
tail sleeve. Yes.
Yes.
That works. Couple of jade rings at the end.
Ooh.
Right, well, if there's nothing left here, do we want to go talk to that cleric, Fo?
Yes, it's
I don't-
clear.
The thing is, I don't think if we go talk to the cleric, I didn't even catch his name, and I don't know that he'd be as open to talk because it seemed, like I said, the church seemed like they weren't too fond of any talk outside of the outside of the Witherer.
No. We did get the name of the High Priestess of the Witherer. That was before you, Sulara Ghoul, I believe it was.
Wasn't the High Priestess who was the one that ruled the issue with the arena?
Was it the same person? I don't think we ever got a description of the High Priestess.
No, it was.
It was?
Yeah. She was also. You recognize her when you originally met Jakob. She was sitting with her little entourage. You know, at like one of the ends.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I remember the entourage.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was the High Priestess, Lady Witherer.
So I also don't think.
Want to see us.
Listen, I don't think we're very popular with them at the moment.
No, maybe we should just chill and.
We do need to procure you a cart. Might be able to see if Jakob could lend us one.
Justice, can you hear Jeremiah?
I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Can you? You can? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Let me reconnect.
He's reconnecting.
Okay. Everyone
there we go.
reconnect.
Other Eric?
A sec.
I don't hear Eric now.
Hey, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
Man, you made your masturbation joke, and I made a joke back, and now it just seems like I sat there and took it.
That's funny as fuck.
That was when you didn't say something. That's where I was like, okay, he's definitely got to be like gone for
I
some
was
reason.
like,
I heard
I was
it.
trying
That was
to
the
be
only one.
respectful because I don't really know any of these people, but then obviously there was also an audio issue on top of that. So,
So, did you want to say anything throughout that entire time where nobody heard you?
during the interaction with her, I was pretty quiet because I don't, I'm kind of learning what's going on.
Okay.
It's the first time we all had Berkey buttons.
I did ask if there's somewhere, like an armorer somewhere that they know of.
Oh yeah,
Since
in the market. Yeah, in the
Okay.
northern market. Yeah.
Actually,
So,
yes. We should
It's a good idea. We could at least get Regis hooked up with, at least figure out if he can get the armor he needs.
Yeah. That might delay our trip north too.
I also asked, it sounded like we're considering going to see a cleric of the Wither. Do they have a problem? Has there been any issue with me worshipping Kimball openly?
No, not really. This area is, heavily, the Wither, type area or whatever. There are a couple of different, like there was a Halo of Melandra that was in there. It's not like you guys are shunned, but you do get a couple of them, that try and like convert you. You should come and check out the Witherer and blah blah blah. Things like that.
Okay.
But they they respect that other deities do exist, and they're not like oppressive in the sense where it's like no, convert or die. It's not like that.
It more seemed like, at least as I describe it, that the issue was he was supposed to be a cleric of the Witherer, but was talking to me about the Forgotten Ones, and that had to be hushed.
Right.
And again, I'm kind of new to the world. The Forgotten Ones are just gods that everybody's forgotten about. that
Literally, yeah. A couple of years ago, there was like a massive attack, on a big capital city, and Jelena pretty much got like a big, strong influence on the world, and like literally God started disappearing. Kimball wasn't touched, and actually Kimball wound up growing a lot over the last couple of years as people who had faith in something else were looking for something to find faith in. And Kimball, had the doors open to a lot of people. But yeah, a couple of years ago, gods literally just started disappearing, and any documentation of their existence, kind of became unreadable, things like that. Even via magic, like comprehend languages, it won't work.
As an RP part of it, if I'm assuming Regis is asking specifically about what issues of the cleric, I'll show him. Yeah, it's I'm a follower of the Forgotten Ones, and show him my holy symbol that is illegible to him, I assume.
Yeah, it's just like some kind of disc or something. The material seems to be high enough quality to be a holy symbol, and there's an image that's like kind of emblazoned on the front of it, but it's like the image constantly shifts to different things, so it's like it doesn't make sense. So you can't describe like what's on there.
And you worship them all?
I am less of a worshiper in the way that the various clerics and all that are, but my lot for the past couple of years, I served one at one point, and since we've forgotten them, my goal has been to find them. That there's got to be a way of breaking through whatever the Dark Goddess did to make us forget. There's got to be a way to fix it, and that's what I'm searching for.
Well, it seems our next step towards anything will be north.
And our next two steps are get you to the armor to get something planned out there, and get Alcaeus a cart for his meeting. So let's make our way to the market. We know the smith.
Yes.
And we're going to at least get a conversation. So let's go ahead and head to the market. And
hopefully we're not recognized too much.
How much exactly was your armor? You said it was expensive.
The armor was 750.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Oh,
Oh-wee!
that was a montage.
Yeah.
By a general rule, like, to get everything made jade, it costs about 10 times more than you would expect to buy normal armor or weapons.
Alright, well, I'll be exploring other options at the market then.
What kind of armor are you proficient in? What do you wear? I see chain, but that's not like my kind of chain. That's just a shirt, right?
Just a chain shirt and a shield, but I'll probably be looking to see if I can get something closer to studded leather so I can actually afford it.
Yeah, I mean, regular armor, regular leather. Maybe you could get jade studded so the studs don't decompose. That might be less. Or some other kind of studs. Just avoid metal.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the armor suggests.
All right, everybody going to the market?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right. We'll spend a little bit of time getting to the market, and real quick, maybe 10 minutes or so, and you find yourself, at the tent of a familiar dwarven smith that you've been dealing with. And oh, you're back again. What can I get you for this time?
Well, my friends brought me here because I asked them. I just found out that my metal armor is not going to last too much longer.
Ah, yes. I've seen you around. You worked at the pits, no?
I do. Or at least I
Alright.
used to.
Right. How
But
did they fire you?
no, I think I'm just going to be exploring options that would allow me to actually pay for the armor I want rather than having to settle for something lesser.
Good for you. I like that. Good for you. Alright, well, you're of a smaller stature. It should be easy to find something. How heavy do you want to go?
Well, I understand that the jade is just simply out of my price range right now. So I wanted to ask, is this metal armor worth anything, the components to you, for trading in? Or is it just trash at that point?
Well, I mean, if I had a rust monster, maybe, but no, nothing I can do with that. It's not worth restoring.
Then my next question would just be, I don't have enough gold to just buy what I'm looking for outright, but I do have one of these, and I'll pull out one of the ointments.
Okay.
I'll say, these are pretty commonly used, so I was wondering if perhaps I could trade you for what I was looking for, or do I need to go find somewhere to sell this first?
Well, you still haven't told me how heavy you want to go.
Do you have some kind of studded leather that isn't gonna rust like my other metal armor is?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have different things, different metals we can use for the studs, or we have shells and all different kinds. Hold on one sec. How much is studded leather? Anybody offhand?
45.
45?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, we have things like, brass studs here. That'll work. Tell you what, I mean, you're small. 75 pharaohs.
To be clear, a pharaoh is like a gold piece?
Yeah.
Correct?
Mhm.
Okay. And then what about some sort of buckler shield made out of hardened leather or something, since my metal one is not going to last either?
Yeah, that's fine. We can do all that. We have shields ready. That's fine. And standard PHB price, whatever that is, 10 gold, 5 gold,
So
20, whatever.
Yeah. So then my question stands for, will you accept this in trade?
And what are you offering again, exactly?
One of the ointments that you have is the homebrew, the 120 gold piece ointments.
What's it do?
It does the 2d8 plus 2 healing and does gets rid of poison or disease.
Oh, what? All right.
It's your item.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I had messaged you
Okay,
about-
yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about. I'll do an even trade. That's fine.
Very well. And I'll give him one of those to take the
Sure, yeah. And he pulls out, there's a couple of different, studded leather options for you, that you could pick from. Different kinds of leathers or animal skins, and then they can have either little turquoise studs on them, or brass or bronze, whichever of those two won't rust. And then your shield, nice hardened leather shield with a wooden frame. Got some nice sturdy straps on there. Yeah, and you'll be good. So yeah, studded leather and a medium shield or whatever you want.
I'm gonna keep, since it's gonna be trash anyways, I'm gonna keep wearing my chain shirt till it's not good anymore, but I'll just
Sure.
dump my other shield.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just track the weight.
Yep, I am right now.
Sounds good. Anything else?
That was it for me. I just didn't want to leave town without knowing I would at least be protected somewhat.
Okay. Right. What about the rest of
Can
you? Yeah.
do have a question for you.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder, because I know for one, I need to build up my funds back up, and also the material was limited before. But where is it that the mines are where you all procure your mithril?
Let me check my map. Hold on. Okay. Alright, straight to the east. There's a small mountain range. And there are mines scattered all throughout there.
All right, I do appreciate it. It'll be something to keep in mind in our travels, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. And if you bring some back and you just want to sell the material, I'll be willing to buy that anytime.
Perfect.
All right, but the range itself. Hold on, I'm gonna give you a measurement. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, the range itself is maybe a day away or so. Just stay south of the color woods.
What were the name of those woods again?
Oh, I don't know the name. It's just, the colored woods. It's it's like a jungle, and they have all kinds of weird colored trees and all kinds of weird pesky things. Magic weird stuff. Stay south of that. I don't go in there.
Appreciate the forewarning.
Yeah, no problem.
That's it for me. Leister, Alcaeus, anything that you two are doing while we're here?
No, I'm not doing anything here.
Nope, I'm good.
Just ask me later.
Alright, well, you all enjoy the rest of your day. Come back whenever you're ready. If you need
Much
anything.
appreciated.
Anytime.
Like I said, so now the main thing for the day is we need to make sure Alcaeus has
Protection.
a ride.
Excuse me.
both would be important.
I heard that was important for dates.
Ooh,
I don't know what it
Regis.
means.
Regis, let me get a D10.
What? Oh, what?
That was very excited. And
Oh no.
these are
Are you
public.
good?
I don't know what these mean.
Carry on, carry on.
Don't carry on. Everybody panic.
Freak out. Everyone freak out. I repeat.
There was dice rolled.
Good red, good red, good red.
I've panicked. I've forgotten what we were saying.
we were talking about protection and a ride for Alcaeus.
Mm.
I just kind of pat my armor like I have enough protection. I don't need any more over
Huh.
here. Thank you.
Huh. Then that's covered.
I'm trying to decide if this is the proper time to explain to Leister that that's not the type of protection that we're talking about.
He has
Even
a shield.
doesn't understand that it's still not the right kind of protection. It's
What
good
if-
protection,
what?
not in that case.
Oh, he needs a helmet.
Yes, yes, in a sense, that's more fitting.
We were just at a place he could have bought one. Why didn't? What?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Well, anyway, where to next? We're just gonna go back. Just wait for 7 o'clock to roll around.
No, you have to go pick her up.
Hey, we were talking. You're talking about Alcaeus. You're picking her up. This is your mission for the evening.
We're not gonna spy on him though. Come on. Come on now. We're not gonna be like 3 booths over and like sunglasses with newspapers.
Come on, you guys have to go out. I mean, this might be the last time we're in civilization for who knows how long.
Yeah, until Alcaeus dies again and we have to come back.
Uh,
What?
This little monkey runs by. It's like, ooh.
Oh, that was a burn. I did not intend. Oops.
That's,
Leicester's rubbing off on me.
I was taking that in character, and Fomher started laughing because he thought Leicester.
Oh yeah, Leicester definitely said that, but
So, so Leicester doesn't understand it when it comes off as a joke.
That was part of the reason why I wanted to go to the pits. As I said, when I called out, we should have had a better plan going into that encampment. But when I called for retreat, half of us retreated. The other half didn't, and when I tried to save Malika, there's nothing wrong with what happened. We just were fresh and didn't have teamwork. But
that's why you need protection.
that is why you need protection. Even though it doesn't seem, no matter what kind of protection I buy, I'm always getting slammed.
So are we gonna have to? We're gonna have to procure our own carriage at this point for Alcaeus to use, because I don't think we're gonna get. I don't know that we're gonna be able to get one from Jakob's estate.
Do they not just have some that you can
Rent?
Taxi. That's what I meant. We'd have to go find one to rent.
Is that
Do they have
something
an
we've
Uber?
seen around the city?
Limo service?
That's what I'm talking. We need to get the fancier kind. We can't just get the simple cart. This is important.
I don't know what's so important. We're just two friends.
Chill in a hot tub.
Maybe a
No,
tandem bicycle.
Two friends chilling in the hot tub.
I want to find a place to rent fancy carriages or carts, whatever you want to call them.
Let me. How do you want to go about looking for it? Just want to wander, looking, or you want to ask around, or
I want to ask around using my natural charm to help the people find me nice enough to answer my questions.
Sure.
I want to present a pumpkin to my fairy godmother.
Let's just get a persuasion check from you, Fomher.
Awesome, because need it to be a good roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, inside the cart, there is inside the market, there is a person who sells carts, and they also have choconos, which are copyright-free chocobos, and so and it's actually one of Shamali's shops, so they kind of send you to that.
Wait, one of whose shops?
Shamali?
Aww. You're about to be overcharged, so hi.
We're not right. We have a lost scorpion and dead scorpion.
Why am I not recognizing that name?
Well,
I don't think.
Oh yeah, you don't
talked.
know Shamali.
Nope.
Yeah, but I mean the group, they're giving those reactions. That sounds fair. When they hear that.
So what's the story here, folks? Before I go in and try to do this, what's going on?
As long as Leister and I don't go in, you should be fine.
Oh,
Just
yes.
the
Don't say
person,
you know us.
Yeah, the person that loaned out those scorpions we rode,
And he wanted them all back unscathed and
one's dead and one's stolen. So, yeah.
We did very good.
So you two stay out here, and I'll go talk to him. And if anyone asks, I don't know who the hell you are.
And hopefully he did see you last night with us in the pit.
As you go, I'll put a hand on you and say, may Kimball be with you in your bartering, and I'll cast guidance.
Hey, there you go.
All right, cool. Hey, the pluses will mean something now.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. All right. So yeah. So you walk through the market a little bit. You find a nice big stall. That's like there's a bunch of tarps all over the place, and you can see some cages. And there are these large, flightless birds in them, different colors. But these are more muted colors. Like no bright reds or anything. So if there's a red one, it's gonna kind of look like maybe like pinkish almost, or like a rose colored. Instead of a black one, there'll be it'll be like kind of a purplish lavender. But they all seem to be just like washed out versions of what they could be. And
so
you
they're
can
all pastels.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there you go. Just like desaturated, and and you can see a couple different carts there. You see a couple different like chariots. You see a couple different wagons. A couple different things, and there are people working here, and it's hot. It's probably early afternoon now, around 1ish. The rain stopped, so like the ground over here is like a mixture of like mud and sand. There's like steam rising up out of the ground. As the heat just kind of takes over. Everything's very humid. But you see a couple of workers, and they're all dressed up in their robes and whatnot. And a human will approach. Hey, welcome to Shamali's. How can I help you?
Hello, I'm looking to rent a carriage for the evening. I've got some dinner plans that I'm looking to impress a young lady that I'm picking up this evening for dinner.
Oh, that's wonderful. We offer the service. Do you need a driver as well?
Yes, that would be perfect.
Okay. Very well. What time do you need the service from?
I would say that it would be best for them to, let's see. I think I could throw this out. I'm a friend of. Or do you, just for the place to know? Do you know who Jakob is? Correct?
Master Farouk?
Yes, Master Farouk.
Yes. Yeah, I know him.
I'm good friends with the man, and I'm staying at his place. Would probably need to have them pick me up there around 6:30.
Sure.
Then we would need their services until, basically for the night, until the dinner's over at the Magic Carpet, and we're gonna hopefully have a good time. So it might be a little into the evening.
You're staying with Master Farouk and going to the Magic Carpet?
Well, we're gonna have dinner somewhere out and about. I'm fairly new to the city, so I'm kind of getting to know the area.
Right.
As well.
Why don't you try the polished lantern instead?
Polished lantern.
Yeah. It's
all right.
It's a lot nicer, and he'll kind of, if you go, just south of the market, and then you follow the road, that one road going west, and follow it south, and he kind of like describes it as over here.
Okay. I was like right near, pretty close to Jakob's place.
Well, Jakob's place is over here.
Oh, whoops, mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Magic Carpet Inn. Over here. Yeah, exactly. So
right.
The purple ring. Yep.
Right.
If you're trying to be like a little fancy, I'd stay away from the Magic Carpet. I mean, it's okay.
All right.
Don't get me wrong, but if you're staying with Master Farouk, then you no offense, but you might not want to sound so cheap.
None taken. I've got, like I said, I'm new to the area, so I'm happy for any assistance in that.
All right.
But of course, we're picking up my lady friend at the academy at 7:00.
Oh, all right, perfect. So, I mean, are you going to like hang out in the carriage for a whole hour before picking her up?
Let's see.
You know what? Actually, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, we'll provide the service. We'll pick you up at 6:00, and then we can, have something all night. Where how about till 10 a.m.? Is that fine? That plenty of time?
That would be till 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
That gives our friend. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right,
we
good.
can go with that.
Okay.
What would the
all right.
cost of that? How much would that set me back?
Let's see. It's how many hours? That's gonna be 10 plus 4 hours. Let's say in the nice cart and everything. Let's say 15 pharaohs for you.
Perfect. Would be happy to hire you on that.
All right, excellent. So yeah, tipping's not included. You can handle that with your driver, and you pay now, and then we'll have everything set up for you.
All right, and all right, no, perfect. So I'll give him the 15 gold.
All right, and what is the name that we're going to use?
Just put it under Al.
Al? All right, not a problem. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming to Shimali's.
All right, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds good. Yeah. You
All right,
have to roll. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so
So as I get back out to the group. So, slight change of plans for you, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're not going to the magic carpet.
Right?
No. You're going to the polished lantern.
Oh wow, my wishes come true.
And when you check in when they come to pick you up, just shorten your name. Your name is Al.
Jeremiah's like, fuck this shit.
He was like, this ain't what I thought it was going to be 5. That was a step too far.
Too much Disney, I'm sorry.
But you're to be picked up at 6 o'clock, so we got to get you back to get cleaned up. Then you're gonna pick up Perky, and then you're gonna head to the polished lantern.
Yes. Great.
Don't worry, we're gonna be there too, but we're just gonna be off on a separate area.
I guess it's going to happen now. You've already paid for it, so.
This is true. I did, but the tip's on you.
Just the tip. That's all you gotta worry about. Oh boy.
You polish the lantern and then just the tip.
Wow.
That was not the direction I was taking any joke, but I'm not unhappy that it went that direction.
Well.
Oh God! Did we actually lose Jeremiah?
I don't know what happened. No news is good
Maybe his
news.
computer died or something.
Yeah,
His computer was like, enough.
maybe. I don't know. Oh well. All right. Continue.
They didn't sell like actual mounts in there, did they?
I didn't ask because I wasn't planning on bothering not until we were actually planning on leaving.
Oh, you just want to wait until tomorrow? Okay.
Right. I figured that was. Then because we're teasing you, Alcaeus, but this also could be the fact this is your contact that you made, and there is some opportunity for there to be some shop talk tonight. And she seemed to like you, and I feel like if the rest of us are there, it would just distract from the conversation, and this could be swung in a way that gets us some information about what the Academy might be looking for and might need.
No,
I'm teasing you. Don't get me wrong. I'm openly teasing you.
I'm the one that suggested in the first place, so this is on me. So, I mean, this is just purely business.
It is a
You
business
just-
transaction. You have to get the money.
You just might need to pretend that it's something a little more than a business transaction for at least a little while.
One day you'll understand, Lester.
That can be part of our conversation while they're having theirs. We're not gonna be able to openly spy on them too well.
All right.
So now we just need to get you back, and you need to, clean up a little bit from walking around in the sand and mud.
I have to live up to my carving's expectations.
It's 41 that you're opened.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. All right. Well, if there's nothing else that we want to do, I guess we could skip on ahead.
Nothing on mine.
All right, cool. Let me get a D10 from Leicester.
No, no.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys all leave the market, and I guess go back to Jacob's.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, and Jeremiah, he sent me a text on Facebook, said that he's having trouble with Roll20. He's trying to reload it right now. So.
Gotcha.
All
Cool.
right, cool. So you guys.
We didn't scare him away. Okay, that's good to know.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are all there, and 6 o'clock comes around. So what do you want to do before then? I got a couple hours, and then just let me know when you're ready to proceed.
I guess 2 out of the 3 S's. No shaving. Just shower.
just at least take a bath and see if they've got any like nice scented oils or something to help to.
The baths are very fancy.
Like
They probably
beard
have.
oils. Like put some beard oil
It's like a
over my
spa.
body.
It's like a spa over here, So I mean,
Yeah.
if you want, if you want to get bathed, and groomed and all that stuff, have your clothing cleaned or your armor,
Oh yeah, polish the armor or if you have nice. Maybe not the. I don't know if you need the armor for the night if you got clothes.
I have a set of fine clothes that.
But what about your protection?
Well, again, Leicester, wrong. Not the type of protection he needs.
I don't get it.
Could I just wear the chain part of the chainmail as like a chain shirt
Sure.
underneath my clothing, just for a little bit, just in case.
What do you have? Fine clothing?
Yeah, I have fine clothes.
All right. I mean, you could definitely wear it underneath. It's gonna, the clothing is gonna look a little tight, so you can see the
Nice.
indentation of the different rings all over the place. And it is kind of glowing a little bit, assuming, unless you're taking off that necklace. At least in dim light.
I feel like you're good on the evening, Alcaeus. I might be jinxing us a little bit, but you're gonna have the rest of us there. I think you'll be all right without the big armor.
I just picture me going in and out of the room, just like, what do you guys think of this outfit? No, this outfit.
This combination? Does this bring out my eyes?
Shield on back or no shield?
I think wear the fine clothes, but wear the necklace. It doesn't serve a purpose without the rest of the stuff, but it looks good.
And what happens if the necklace is... But you know what? You guys are going to be there. Everything will be fine. Nothing's going to happen. And we're okay.
Wear his protection.
Right. In a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get it.
All right, so Jeremiah, are you back yet? I see your token. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. So I don't know how much you've missed, but they went to Shamali's. They're renting a cart with a driver for the evening, and the person working there suggested that they go to the Polished Lantern instead of the Magic Carpet Inn and Tavern. And right now everybody's back at Jacob's. I guess he's getting groomed up and cleaned, and he's trying out different outfits. I guess pre-meeting jitters. Let's call it that for now. And that's kind of where everybody is right now. But we fast forwarded to almost 6 o'clock, unless there's something you want to do in between, let's say 1 and 6 p.m. If there's anything special you want to do.
No, I'm good.
You're good? All right, cool. So continue with the.
Did you have Regis? Did you have anything? This will be an earlier in the afternoon question. Did you have anything of yours left back at the magic carpet where you were staying?
No, I learned very early on in my life to try to bring the things that matter to you with you at all times. So no.
Like the pragmatism. But okay, that was my only thing with Regis being back
Okay.
before we get 6 o'clock.
I guess my only question, Eric, would be: are we having the opportunity to short rest in those 5 hours that we're?
Yeah. You can
hanging
take a
out
short
for?
rest if you like. Definitely.
Yeah, I just want to use my channel divinity to get back my 2nd level spell slot,
That
and
works.
then get my channel divinity back.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Sounds good. All right. So let's say 6 o'clock comes around. Alcaeus, what are you wearing and what are you bringing?
I'll have to describe my fine clothes. Oh no.
No. I mean, you could just say you wear your fine clothes with your shirt, with your ring mail underneath,
Yeah.
or like whatever.
No, I'm just gonna go. They convinced me to just go with fine clothes.
Fine clothing. You gonna wear the
I'll
necklace?
probably. I'll wear the necklace. Yes.
Okay.
I won't bring my whole coin purse. I'll probably just bring like. Actually, I'll ask Jakob how much he would expect a air quote date to cost at the place, so I can kind of.
Oh, you're getting fancy. Did you make all reservations?
No, it was kind of adjusted on me at the last minute.
Right. Okay. That's. That's not that big of a problem. It's just going to cost you a little bit more. It depends on how much you want to spend. A nice meal with some wine. It could probably set you back 30 pharaohs, 40 pharaohs. It depends on you.
Oh, okay. So if I just brought 100, I'll be all set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I didn't know how fancy the place was, so I was trying to gauge. I don't want to bring everything and get.
Okay.
I've already had my pockets picked once. I don't want to have it again.
He also says, he's looking at your clothing and all that stuff. He's like, your armor is nice. You can wear that if you like. Not the whole suit, the shirt. As far as weapons, a small weapon will be allowed, just in case, like a dagger, jambia, something like
I
that.
should have asked you this whole time.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hold on, let me go change again.
Yeah, so that'll be fine. That's a nice place.
I'll just, quickly just change into my chain shirt.
Okay.
And then, Leicester, Fomher, do you guys have a dagger or some? Actually, why am I asking if you have a dagger? I have these. Just unfurl my claws.
I'll offer you my short sword.
I do have a dagger.
Is a short.
I also have a hand axe.
Jakob, is a short sword too big?
Yeah, short might be nice if it's ornate or something. If it seems more
Is
decorative.
my warhammer
rusted.
too much?
Your warhammer is a bit too much, yeah.
Lester has a what is it, copper dagger now, I think.
Yeah, you do have a copper dagger. That actually might be.
And he has the old dagger, so
Yeah,
you
copper
can give
dagger
him
might be
the
nice, actually.
copper one. To use.
So,
Protection.
That one will be like a jambia. A jambia is just like a curved dagger, kind of comes to a point.
okay, so I graciously accepted the copper dagger and make adjustments to my clothing according to Jakob's direction, and
Okay.
here we go.
And don't forget Al to tip the driver.
Oh, maybe I should bring more gold.
Jakob, how much does he tip the driver?
It depends. How long do you have it for?
10
a.m.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
All night. All night. Oh wow. Okay. Throw them like 5 pharaohs or something. If you have it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 100's still good.
Jakob has officially become like the den dad of this fraternity we have going.
All right, I'll tuck away the rest of my stuff in my room. Kind of hide the rest of my coinage somewhere.
Are we going here as well?
We're gonna stroll over and see if we're able to get in, or if we're just gonna be hanging out in the area.
So I'm gonna eat here.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. That's very halfling of you. I love it. Right, yeah, you can all eat, whoever wants to before.
Go ahead and have your dinner, and then we'll see if we can have supper there. I get it.
Oh no, I don't. It's too pricey, I think, for me. So I'm just gonna eat for free here.
Leicester will do the same. 'Cause
All right, so 6 o'clock comes around. A nice, beautiful wooden carriage is up front, and one of the servants is, your carriage has arrived, Al.
Oh yes, I'm Al.
Yes.
Al. Okay.
Only to the driver. We're just trying to keep it. You don't have to do that with Perky and on the date, just for the driver.
Okay.
I had to reserve it.
Perky that I'm just Al.
All this in front of the driver.
That's before he leaves.
And,
Before he leaves the building.
So the carriage is real nice. Some kind of like light wood, like a yellow stained wood, and there's some like little silver trimmings around it, and it's being drawn by 2 gray choconos, and the driver is just a human in like robes and stuff, but nicer end robes, high end robes, I guess. And they get off and they open the carriage door for you. And there's real stairs that fold down, no like funky, carpet that morphs. But good evening, Al. I will be your driver for the evening.
Yes. Good evening. I am Al.
Pleasure to meet you, Al.
oh my god, he's a vampire.
We are going to the academy and then to the polished lantern after. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And then, I will be on call till 10 in the morning, so we can do whatever you like throughout the evening.
All right. That sounds great. Thank you.
Oh, you look wonderful, by the way. I'm sure your date will be very impressed with this outfit you put together.
I had some help.
Yes, very well. All right, and he offers for you to get inside.
Yep, I get it.
All right, and it's a little cramped. Just a tiny bit, only because of the ceiling height. It's not. Maybe if you were like half a foot shorter, it would be a lot nicer. But you are kind of big.
I feel
but
that
yeah,
in real life.
yeah, but it's
before the door shuts,
Yeah.
just to see if Alcaeus can see me, I just wave with this complete shit-eating grin,
yeah.
and then go back inside.
Right. And he's there, and he takes the reins and does a quick little "Kya!" and you can hear, and then they start scratching into the ground a little bit, and then they start, you can hear the pattering of their little chocono feet hitting the ground, and the wheels, whatever. Okay, so he starts going off. What's everybody else doing?
Are you two done eating?
Certainly, as I grab one last thing to carry with me as we leave.
So I think if we're going to go there, we do need to kind of be, again, light on the weaponry. And because if we do get in, they're not going to, unless they let us check our weapons at the door.
I have my old dagger for now. It hasn't completely rusted into nothing yet.
Perfect. And if we get into too big of a scrape, my weapon's well hidden.
Jakob, he was, his dad, and you're not going over there dressed like that, are you? They won't let you in.
I was gonna change real quick. I don't have as nice a clothes as what Alcaeus has, but they're fine enough.
I'm not gonna be let in, am I?
Jakob, do you possibly have clothes us vagabonds could borrow?
I mean, I have robes, lots of robes here, but not so much in the the fancy clothing. What's how tall are you guys?
Let's say.
I mean, I know Regis, he won't have anything for it.
Child's
6 foot.
clothing? No child's clothing?
So Leicester's 6 feet. Leicester's
6 foot.
You know, both of you are 6 feet. How much do you guys weigh approximately?
Oh gosh.
180, 200?
Well,
Sure.
No,
yeah, 178.
Leicester's like very skinty, so whatever that would
Okay.
equal to.
Actually, Fomher, you can probably borrow some of his clothing. He seems a little bothered by it a little bit. Leicester, you could, probably borrow something too, but it's gonna be like baggy on you.
Is his
Wait,
wife
he's-
closer to Leicester's body type at all?
I mean, the clothing she had, no, he don't know her for that. No.
Dang it.
You're not wearing
But
my
you-
wife's underwear.
What?
What?
They
So
checked
wait.
that far.
You said that he's offering this stuff, or he's bothered that we.
I mean, no, he
Take
kind of, you can kind of gather, he's a little bothered. He's like, hey, you could probably borrow something of mine. I mean, it might fit you,
I don't need. I'm not asking to put you out.
What?
I'll see what I've got. I've got different clothes than just wearing the breastplate. I can clean myself up a little bit.
As long as baby can sneak in, I don't have to go in myself.
I don't know if they're going to allow a baby either.
Oh. I don't want to go anymore.
I mean, we could just let Alcaeus do this on his own. He thinks we're going to be there, but we could
Moral and spirit were there.
just... Perfect.
Is there somewhere close by that the three of us could get in as we look?
The place you were staying at, I think.
The magic carpet.
Which is not nearby.
No, it's pretty close. It's
Oh,
like
it's
here.
close to us. It's not close. I thought he was talking like close to where Alcaeus is going to be.
Mm.
No,
Very
that
true.
is what I meant. Close
Okay,
by
yeah.
to the
Mm.
polished
I
lantern.
mean, it's quarter mile. A little bit more than that, give or take.
Well,
Oh,
no,
we
that's why
could-
I was asking. Yeah, sorry, I guess I'm not being clear. I was asking him if there was another place that we could get in. Close.
That was close to the polished. That was close to the
I see
polished.
what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Yes.
There's like a general store kind of that has maybe some foodstuffs, and then there's the Western market. But they don't really have too much in the way of sit downs.
We could hang out in a 7-Eleven while he's in a restaurant.
Yeah, so the Western market, right here. So
I mean, the Western Market. There's probably some food stalls and some. It's like
Yeah.
going to a food truck. It's like going to a bunch of food trucks.
I guess we shouldn't carry too much coin if there's quick to pick.
I don't have much coin anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But no, that's going to be probably our best bet then, is to hang out there, and then we're at least. You know what we can do then, and it might be good if Alcaeus is paranoid about anything. I could bring his hammer and shield.
Hmm.
And then if it's needed, we'll be nearby with it.
Hmm.
In case he needs that kind of protection.
And not the other kind.
Right. Which we didn't discuss, so hopefully he knows what we're talking about.
If not, I'm sure she'll be happy to show him.
Yeah.
She can bring protection too. Oh, that's good to know.
It's true. Yes, that can be. Yeah. All right, so let's go to the market. I will go into Alcaeus' room and grab his hammer and shield.
Okay. So what's everybody bringing with them to the market?
Leister won't bring any money.
I am gonna leave behind some of my gold. I'm only going to have 75 of my gold on me.
Okay.
And I'm leaving my pack.
Yeah, Leicester will go light, just his dagger with him, and baby.
But I will be having, I will have, unless someone else wants to carry his shield.
Oh, Leicester can carry them.
I'll have my shield and I'll carry his hammer.
Okay. So you have his shield, your shield, plus his hammer.
Leicester has his shield. I have my shield and his hammer.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So Lysa, you're not bringing your bow?
Yeah, I'll take the
We're
bow
at
with me.
Hey, we're going to the market. You could bring your bow and quiver to the market.
Okay,
Since we're not going.
Yeah. All right.
We're not going into the polished lantern. So, or if it's an emergency and we have to go into the polished lantern, screw their rules about weaponry at that point. But
all right. Regis, what are you bringing?
I mean, I'm not bringing like all my water skin, backpack, bedroll, all that kind of stuff. I'll leave my short sword since I don't really plan on using it. So I'm wearing my chain. Well, I'm wearing my chain shirt.
Okay.
And bringing my shield and my amulet, my component pouch, and my one ointment I have.
Okay.
But also, I was gonna say, growing up on hearing them talk about being robbed and me growing up on the streets, I will have like things like I don't have many coins, but my coin pouch will be tucked in underneath my chain shirt.
Okay.
Around my neck kind of thing, like
Sure.
trying to make it a little bit harder for things that are small, that are valuable to be lifted off of my person.
I think we all kind of were doing the same thing after Alcaeus got picked.
Okay.
I think we were all being kind of protective of our coin purses, but at least I was planning on.
Leicester keeps his coins in his pants, so yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. So Alcaeus, you get to the academy at like 6:15.
Oh, this is awkward. Can we just like drive around for 45 minutes?
Sure. So he starts doing some laps, around, and I guess he can make idle chit chat with you.
This poor guy, he's there for 10 a.m. He's just driving around in a circle.
Yeah, he's just doing laps or whatever. All right, so let's say 7:00. Everybody, except Alcaeus, you'll be in the market area. The western market area. This area, it's like the northern market is more sprawled out. There's more like tents and different like I guess like semi-permanent or not permanent structures. The western market, it seems to be more like a permanent structure thing where there are a bunch of buildings on the outside, and then on the inside there's like a smaller area that has like the tents and different things like that. It's a little bit more higher class over here on the western side. So you guys are just kind of wandering about over there. You can see there seems to be like couples or smaller groups kind of traveling around. This kind of think of more like a mall that has like a nice outdoor kind of entertainment area, like different restaurants, and there are performers and things like that, little stages, live music, stuff like that. So you guys are over there. All right, so let's say 6:50 comes around, and Alcaeus, you park in the front, and coming outside from upstairs, you can see Perky Buttons come out with her Black Panther tabaxi friend, and she kind of she sees actually, okay, so what are you doing actually?
I guess when I see her, I'll just do the nice thing and come out. Maybe take a quick bow.
Okay. Yeah, so you get out the cart, you see her, she kind of waves, and then she whispers something or says something to her friend, and she leaves, and then you can see like her friend like kind of like smack her ass playfully, as she comes like down the stairs, and yeah, she approaches you or whatever. She's like, oh wow, this is really nice. Yeah, let's go. You smell great.
Thanks. I had some assistance.
And she's wearing the same robes as before, but she smells a little bit nicer. You could tell it was like a prestidigitation cleanup kind of. She's been working all day kind of deal. And then
I feel a little overdressed now.
So yeah, she's there. All right. What do you do?
Just help her get into the carriage and away we go.
Okay. Yeah. You grab her hand or whatever, or she gives, she offers her hand. She's trying to be very ladylike, very dainty. And it's like, she kind of gets up and jiggles a little bit before she gets inside. So you go inside and she's like, wow, this is really nice. So, okay. What business did you want to talk?
Just, giving you time to, talk to people, come up with a list maybe.
Well, there was a couple of things that I mentioned, earlier. And hold on one second. What? Sorry about that. She's like, all right, yeah, but we'll get to that later on. And the carriage starts going off, and she's like pretty quickly, within let's say 30 seconds, she's like, where are you going? The magic carpet is that way.
I was outvoted, and we are going to the polished lantern.
The polished lantern. Wow. Okay. Her eyes get real big and she's kind of smiling. She's very impressed. And wow. Okay, I feel a little underdressed now.
No. Like, this was kind of changed without my knowledge too, so don't feel bad. This is not.
No, you don't understand. They won't even let me in.
Oh.
Okay, hold on a second. And she just kind of like closes her eyes and whispers, snaps her fingers, and she kind of like does like she waves her hands in front of her face, and it's like as she pulls away, you can see like she has jewelry on, and she has like makeup, and her outfit changes to something that kind of complements yours. So it'll be, let's see, you're wearing jade and whatever else. So, yeah, she'll have something that complements that. Probably what goes good with green, I guess purples. Maybe some purples and golds and stuff like that. And she's like, all right, this should be interesting. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Woo-hoo. So, yeah. No action tonight, not yet. And
it was not my intention to get Alcaeus set up on a date. It is just where things went.
Imagine if there wasn't magic for her to change, how mad she'd be that she got.
Oh no, you're right.
Date, and it's actually going to.
Nah, I figured she had that.
I mean, she does work at a magic school, so.
That's true. She's someone of some kind of influence too, right? Was that how it worked out?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't remember.
You just said she's an enchantress, so that's all I know.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So she's all excited. Okay. Let's see the rest of the group in Western Market. Let's see, with nice weather, warm. And we'll say it's around 7 p.m. ish. And that's where we'll pick up. All right, so yeah, Jeremiah, thanks for joining us today. Sorry you didn't really get into any action. It kind of comes and goes. We mix it up. The city tends to be a little bit safer. And yeah, so I hope you'll be joining us next week. So so if you're out there and you like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. You can show us some love on facebook.com/the D20 Initiative. Come check us out over here on YouTube, which is where you'll be seeing this at the D20 Initiative. And we have a kind of Battle of the Classes tournament that we're wrapping up, and we're supposed to update it on Tuesday, but just been real busy, so we'll take care of that with the new round, right? And you can always show Landon some love and check out what's going on in their world on Twitter and Instagram at forevercafe_. So hope you all enjoyed it. We all have fun. Good game, people. And we'll catch you next week. So is it Wednesday yet? Good night.
Good night.
Nice.